everybody, and we welcome you to the Field House in Spencer, getting set for Lakes Conference basketball with Spirit Lake and Spencer. Let's get into our pregame show. It's brought to you by Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake. Online at lakeshealth.org. We'll hear from the coaches next on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
Dr. Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
We're getting ready for Lakes Conference girls and boys basketball tonight, Spirit Lake and Spencer. Before we get to our girls game, let's bring in Spirit Lake girls basketball coach Todd Rogers at this time. And Todd, thank you so much for being with us.
Hey, good talking to you, Scott.
Good to talk to you as well. And last night, taking on Cherokee in that makeup, and you would get the victory in overtime, 60-59. Congratulations on that win.
Hey, thank you. You know, the girls played really well, and we executed when we need to, and you know, they carried over the things that we've been talking about the last 3 days that we've been working on in practice. So that was great to see.
You know, and you just played Cherokee last Friday. You lost 63-58. You had a slow start to that game. Looks like last night, no slow start, and you were ready to go from the opening jump.
No, it was back and forth there. You know, I don't know if either team led more than maybe 6 points was the largest margin for any lead right there. And you know, we hit a big three going in at halftime, which really helped to take a 1 point lead. And you know, we just played really good defense. You know, solid defense. We held their leading score to just 13, and you know, she's been in the 20s a lot. I mean, she had 23 on it the last time we played her. So we did a really good job defensively.
Well, a nice win for your squad. And offensively, do you remember any of your leaders from last night?
Yeah, you know, Fran Travis had a really nice game. You know, I think she ended up with 16 points and 13 rebounds. She was really dominant inside, and she saw some double teams, triple teams, and found the open girl on the outside too. And I think we had like 3 girls in double figures, and also we had like 2 with 8 points each. I mean, we were close to having, you know, 5 girls in double figures, and just really a great team win. We saw the floor well. We passed the ball ahead, and it was, you know, like I said, just really unselfish. That was great to see.
Well, a nice win after suffering that loss to Cherokee last Friday. And, boy, Fran Travis, you mentioned her, and I know she had a big game last Friday at Cherokee, and she's really starting to play well here down the end of the season.
She is. She's really coming on there, and, you know, we knew she was going to have a good season. She had a great summer, and, you know, it's just taking a little bit there, but she's a lot of experience and getting a lot of confidence now, too.
Well, you go back to the conference tonight, and you'll make the short trip down to Spencer. The Spencer Tigers got you at home on January 5th, 56-44. I remember that was a very good game, a very competitive game. Spencer kind of pulled away late, but your thoughts on the Tigers as you take them on the second time around?
You know, Matt's doing a great job with them. I mean, they have 6 seniors that's been around for a long time there, and, you know, I thought we did play really well last time against them except for our shooting. You know, we went, I think, 9 of 33 inside the lane. Last time we had our chances. We had it tied at in the third quarter there. We had our chances in the fourth quarter, but you know, we've just got to control Piercy. You know, she's a great point guard, kind of like what we saw last time with Cherokee, and we've got to take away the 3-point line, and we can't go many second chances.
All right, Todd. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Congratulations on the win, and best of luck as you take on Spencer tonight.
All right, thanks so much.
And that is Spirit Lake girls basketball coach Todd Rogers. We'll talk Spencer girls basketball with Matt Stevenson next on KUOO.
From major accidents to minor fender benders, Jurdy Collision Center in Spirit Lake is prepared to get you back on the road looking like new with their state-of-the-art equipment, computerized color matching system, and experienced auto body technicians. Jurdy Collision Repair in Spirit Lake. Quality craftsmanship combined with innovative kitchen designs awaits you at Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths. Visit them soon to be inspired by the many possibilities for your dream design, including the beautiful colors and woods that Dakota Cabinetry has to offer. Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths, Highway 71, Spirit Lake.
Getting ready for some Lakes Conference girls and boys basketball. Girls game coming up shortly. Let's bring in Spencer girls basketball coach Matt Stevenson at this time. And Matt, good to talk to you. Thanks for joining us.
You bet. Thanks
for having me, Scott.
You bet. And let's go back to earlier in the week. Esterville Lincoln Central taking on the number 1 team in 3A, and ELC would get the victory. What do you take away from Tuesday night's contest?
I mean, Esterville is every bit as good as advertised. There's a reason they're number 1 defending state champs. They just defend so well for, the entire 32 minutes. And first half, I thought we did a lot of good things, and, we were able to hang around, and, they had a couple baskets late that kind of extended their lead to 8 at halftime, and actually, went into the break feeling pretty good, and came out in the third quarter, and they just played at a higher intensity level, on both ends of the floor, and were able to really control the second half, and, they had some kids that really stepped up that hadn't been scorers throughout the season. J.C. Anderson, makes 4 threes and ends up with 14 points, and she played outstanding. And we couldn't really get anything going consistently on the offensive end. And again, that's what a good Esterville team will do to you.
Yeah, and prior to that, you had a close loss to another really good team, a highly ranked team in New Fonda. Prior to that, a nice little win streak, then the loss to Esterville. So you're having a great season here, and things seem to be going in the right direction for your team.
Yeah, I mean, really, we look at it. We're 10-3, 3 losses are to highly ranked teams. We've been probably more consistent on both ends of the floor than we have in the past, which, if you're able to build some consistency on both sides of the ball, you're going to have a chance to win, most games you're in. So, again, we've done a lot of good things, like I said, both on the offensive end, the defensive end, the team, they play well together, just a really tight-knit group, I think, and that's thanks to the 6 seniors that we have, and they do a really good job of leading our team.
Well, you'll take on Spirit Lake for the second time this season. First time January 5th in Spirit Lake, and you got the victory 56-44. What do you remember from that first game, and your thoughts on Spirit Lake for the second time around?
Yeah, I mean, that was a tough game for us. It was the first game after break. You never really know what you're going to get. And I think both teams, you could kind of tell were just a little bit rusty coming out of the break, and things weren't really clicking for either team on the offensive end, especially early. Spirit Lake has got a lot of hard-nosed, tough kids that can defend and find ways to score, near the basket, and it usually turns into a really, really tough, competitive, physical game, and that's generally what you're going to get in those Lakes Conference matchups. I mean, a lot of people would argue that every game in the Lakes Conference is some sort of rivalry game. So we always know that we're going to get their best effort, and they're going to get our best effort, and it's a matter of just going down and executing. And I think we were able to kind of pull away late in that game. We were able to make a few extra shots, and we did a better job of going to the offensive glass later in that game. That gave us some extra opportunities, and it's a lot of the same will go into this next contest. I mean, we've got to be able to rebound. We've got to be able to take the care of the ball on the offensive end, and we've got to get stops on the defensive end. And again, I fully expect a really great competitive basketball game. I know Coach Rogers will have his kids ready, and we've got to do the same over with our kids.
I think it's going to be a great game as well, and thank you so much for the comments here in the pregame, Matt, and best of luck tonight and throughout the rest of the season.
Sounds great. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. That is Spencer girls basketball coach Matt Stevenson. We'll have a look at the starters, and we'll have our tip-off next on KUOO.
Whether your existing setup needs a tune-up or you're looking for a full-scale installation, Siouxland Scale Services can help. Services range from installation, rail scale testing, to repairs and calibration. No scale too big, too small, or too far. Truck scales, railroad scales, floor scales, bench scales, precision balances, scale indicators, and more. Find them online at SiouxlandScale.com or call Bill at 515-571-3380.
In time to take a break for our national anthem, so let's go ahead and plan a 2-minute timeout. Spencer and Spirit Lake girls basketball coming up, boys game later tonight. But again, 2-minute timeout for our national anthem here on KUOO and Explore Live Video. Back at the field house in Spencer with Spirit Lake and Spencer girls basketball about to get underway. Boys game a little later this evening. With Patrick on the video and Michael back at Mission Control at 103.9, I'm Jason Jacobs. We're live at ExploreKaboji.com under the Sports tab, at Explore Kaboji on YouTube. And, of course, we're also on 103.9 FM. Thanks again to Central Bank and Central Insurance. They sponsor the starting lineups, and they're there to make it happen for you. We'll get you those in a moment. We're set to tip off a little late tonight, 6:19. Tip will be controlled by Spencer. And the Tigers, 10-3 under Coach Matt Stevenson, 3-2 in the Lakes Conference. Spirit Lake 9-7, 2-4 in Lakes play. Jada Piercy drives right side, kicks it out to Avery Bruning. Top of the key go the Tigers to Maureen McDermott. She's one of their starters. Other two starters are Jara Merchant, and they go down inside here to Jana Grettinger, and her shot is up and no good. And Spirit Lake comes away with the rebound. Indians will go with Taylor Schneider, Claire Turner, Abby Scott, Charlotte Pritchard, Fran Travis. Here is Schneider. Up top to Scott. Scott puts it on the floor, drives right side around her defender. Misses the bunny, though. Or maybe a little bit of, I shouldn't say contact, just good defense, really, by Marie McDermott, forcing her to get too far underneath the basket. And here is McDermott. Goes up top to Merchant for three. Off the mark. Offensive rebound, though, goes the Tigers' way. And they'll swing it around to Piercy. Piercy will shoot the deep three. That one will go down for Jada Piercy. Tigers strike first, 3-0. Been a good battle here between these two schools in recent years. 23-11 in the last 34 games in favor of Spirit Lake. Spencer won the most recent contest as Spirit Lake turns it over. Let's double check, see if we can't find that from earlier in the year. I want to say it was just like an 11-point game in favor of the Tigers. Yeah, 56-44, 12-point game. That three is no good. Spirit Lake corrals the rebound. And Schneider back the other way after gathering the rebound for the Indians. Goes to the right wing, now dribbles back towards the top of the key. Hands it off here to Pritchard. Pritchard shoots the three. Had a hand in her face. Shot is no good. Rebound goes to Piercy. Jada runs back with it the other way. Piercy bounce pass. Nice job inside to McDermott. Lays her in. Nice feed. Tigers lead this one early, 5-0. Claire Turner brings it up for the Indians. Turner around the defenders to the wing. Now picks up the dribble. Bounce inside to Travis. Kicks it out. Here's Scott. Down to the baseline. Back out to Turner. Turner into the lane. Around the defender. Wild shot. Will not go. Had a chance. And it'll be corralled by Spencer. And McDermott brings it up. McDermott to Piercy. Now back to McDermott. McDermott at the wing. Gets a screen from Grettinger. Now around the defense. Throws it in traffic to Grettinger. Turnover Tigers. Spirit Lake comes away with it. Nice defense there. Travis picked up the loose ball. They go to Schneider. Top of the key. Three. No, that's going to be short. I think it was partially blocked. It'll go out of bounds. Last touched by the Indians. So 5-0 Tigers. We're about 3 minutes into this. 4:09 to go. 5:09 to go, first quarter. Piercy brings it up for Spencer. To the wing to Brunering. Now back up top, Grettinger. Left side, Piercy. Piercy. Bounce pass top of the key, Merchant. Merchant picks up the dribble, now goes to Bruning at the wing. Bruning. And going to draw a foul. They're going to get a shove on Charlotte Pritchard. First team foul, first foul on Pritchard. 5-0 Tigers. Lakes Conference Girls Basketball tonight here on KUOO and Explore Kaboji Live Video. And I believe we have Pioneer Basketball. I think it's on Y100 tonight. I'm going to double check that here in a moment. Ball in here to Piercy. Picks up the dribble. Bounce pass to Merchant. Merchant drives in right side. Now back out to Bruning. Bruning loses the handle on it. Now picks it back up. Tosses it inside to McDermott. Not sure how they got it to McDermott. Shot up, no good. Back out for a three. Piercy, no good. This time Spirit Lake corrals the rebound. Travis has it, and she gets it off to Schneider, who wants to race ahead the other way. Up ahead to Scott, who's ahead of the defense. Now bounces it back over to, who is that? Addison Avery, who's into the game. She's going to draw a blocking foul. Didn't see Addison sneak into the game. Jana Grettinger picks up the foul. Her first team foul, number 1. Spencer brings Ivy Hamilton into the ball game for Avery Bruning. So still 5-0 Tigers. Indians underneath their own basket, set to inbound. It's Turner, and she will find Abby Scott. Scott puts it on the floor to Turner, and she traveled. Yeah, moved the foot before she dribbled. Second turnover on the Indians. Still 5-0 Spencer, or almost halfway through the first quarter. Been a low score. Expect pretty good defense in this one throughout. Jada Piercy goes to the wing to Hamilton. Now up top to Grettinger. Grettinger, nowhere to go with it. Got to find somebody. Does find McDermott, who got away momentarily from Turner. Now back to Grettinger. And back over to McDermott. Drives right side of the lane. Shot is up, no good. Offensive rebound, putback, no good. Couple of missed bunnies there for Spencer. They probably could be up 9-0. On the other end, it's the Indians. And this is Addison Avery. Avery to Scott, right wing. Bounce pass up top, Turner. Turner surveys the floor, calls out the play. Guarded by Piercy. Hands it off to Scott at the top of the key. Three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound, Avery. Couldn't quite corral it, though. Spirit Lake 0 for 5 shooting. On the other end, Spencer loses the handle on it. They're going to pick it back up. It's Piercy. Spirit Lake definitely got a hand in there. Skip pass by Spencer to Merchant in the corner. That's off the mark. Another offensive rebound. Foul going to be called as Grettinger tried the putback. She will shoot free throws. And Fran Travis picks up her first foul, team foul number 2. So Grettinger to the line for Spencer. First free throw is on the way, and it's good. Grettinger on the season, 53% free throw shooter. Spencer makes their free throws 67% of the time as a team. Grettinger with another free throw, no good. And the rebound goes to Spirit Lake. 6-0 Tigers. A low-scoring affair here in the first quarter with 3:07 to go in the opening period. And here's Avery. Now to Scott. Indians would, I think, like to feed Travis if they can. Spencer's played keep away pretty good in their man-to-man defense. Scott, nice bounce pass inside to Turner. Wild shot won't go. Too strong. Who's going to get the rebound? It'll be, well, Scott had a handle on it. She does corral it. Nicely done. Here's a 3 attempt on the way. That is no good. And a rebound this time to Spencer and Grettinger. And we're going to have a foul. And I think it's going to go on Taylor Schneider, and that'll be her first team foul number 3. Reached in. Spencer brings in Addison Hoban into the game. First time we've seen the 5'9 sophomore tonight. Jason Jacobs with you tonight here at the Fieldhouse in Spencer. For Lakes Conference Girls and Boys Basketball, Okoboji, George Little Rock on Y100 tonight. If you're looking for that one. On KUOO again and Explore Live Video. Spencer brings back in Bruning. Bruning will dribble to the free throw line. Now back out with it. Gets it to Merchant, back to Bruning. Bruning dribbles left side of the lane, tosses it out to Hamilton. Her shot is long. Offensive rebound, though, to Hoban. Here's another 3 attempt for the Tigers. That one will bank in for Jara Merchant. Offensive rebounds help, and Spirit Lake coach Todd Rogers says, we got to call timeout. Full timeout. 9-0 Tigers, 2:10 to go first quarter. Let's take a 30-second timeout. More high school basketball coming up on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Pizza Ranch of Spirit Lake is proud to sponsor the great local athletes in the Iowa Great Lakes. When great food meets great prices, it has to be Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, salad, whatever you're in the mood for, it has to be Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake. Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
at the Fieldhouse in Spencer, where it's 9-0. Tigers lead the Indians of Spirit Lake in Lakes Conference girls basketball. Boys game will follow later on this evening. Spirit Lake's had some opportunities, but the Spencer Tigers have had even more. I mean, Spirit Lake's only gotten 7 shots off to Spencer's 13. A lot of offensive rebounds. Indians with the ball out of the timeout. Here's Avery. Goes to Scott. They've had some good looks. They're going to toss inside to Travis and use the height. Off the glass and one. That was well planned. Fran Travis with the first made shot of the night for Spirit Lake. And Addison Hoban picks up a foul. Her first second-team foul for the Tigers. So Fran Travis, she'll go to the line for this Spirit Lake squad. 42% free throw shooter. They need this one that's too strong off the back iron. And a rebound to Spencer. Spirit Lake as a team, 59% free throw shooters. Jada Piercy goes to Bruning at the wing. Now back out to Grettinger. Grettinger back to Piercy in the lane. We're going to have a foul, they're going to say. Coach Rogers says, are you kidding me? They say Fran Travis got her on the arm. It might have, but Piercy also dribbled it, I think, off of her foot. And that's because she was trying to split the defense. Well, either way, Spencer maintains possession. Piercy will inbound and finds McDermott. McDermott drives right side. She gets into trouble. They're going to say foul on the floor. Definitely was contact. Turner wanted to go, I think, for the ball and force the jump ball. She'll get charged with her first foul, team foul number 5. So McDermott hands off to Bruning. Now back out to Piercy. Piercy gets free for a 3, and it goes down. Her second tray of the night. And Spencer's lead grows to 10 at 12-2. Spirit Lake on the other end. Nice pass down inside, but it's blocked. Abby Scott's shot blocked. Nice defense. I think that was maybe McDermott. It'll be Indians basketball out of bounds. Turner to inbound. Finds Scott. Ooh, and she carries. Yep, she thought, do I want to pass? Do I want to dribble? And then the hand went up a little too high. Not been a quarter to remember for Coach Todd Rogers' squad, which, at 9-7 on the year, has beaten some very good teams, competed with some very good teams, but has also had some games that they wish they could have back. So far, this has been one of them. Piercy puts it on the floor, drives in right side. Nice move. She's going to draw a blocking foul. She got around Abby Scott, I think. And it will be Abby Scott picking up foul number 1, team foul number 6. Piercy to inbounds. Bounce pass inside to McDermott. Off the glass is good. Beautiful feed. Good communication between those two, both seniors, and it's a 14-2 Spencer lead. And losing the handle on it there is Avery, and that's because she got fouled. Jana Grettinger picks up foul number 2, team foul number 3, and Spencer will bring Addison Hoban back in. Spencer sits at 10-3 on the year, 3-2 in the Lakes Conference. 2 of your losses are to ELC, and the other one to the number 2 in 1A, Newell Fonda, and that was only by, I think, 5. You'll take that if you're Spencer. Here's Claire Turner with a nice shot, but it won't go down, and a rebound goes to Spencer. Spirit Lake 1 for 10 shooting to start the ball game. It's been ugly. McDermott not picked up, but then loses the handle on it. It's partially blocked out of bounds. So it'll be Spencer ball underneath their own basket with a 12-point lead. 37 seconds to go first quarter. Piercy surveys the floor. Gets it into, who is that? That's going to be Merchant. Picks up the dribble. Now back out to Hoban. Hoban. Dribble picked up. Back over to McDermott. She looks for a screen. Long 2. Not going to go down. And there's easily a foul there, but Spencer's going to maintain possession. They'll drive in, and the layup goes. Nice move by Jara Merchant. 16-2, 7 seconds. Indians got to do something. Turner wants to take it all the way now, tries to kick it out, throws it over the head of Charlotte Pritchard for the 4th turnover for Spirit Lake with 3.7 to go here in the first quarter. Coach Matt Stevenson says, hey, we have only got 4 seconds here. Let's go. Here's Piercy. Can she get a shot off at half court? She will. And that almost went in. And that's the end of the first quarter. It's been all Spencer in this one. They lead Spirit Lake 16-2. Second quarter in a minute on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Quarter we go with Spencer all over Spirit Lake, 16-2. 14-point lead for the Tigers. Had to double check that I wrote that down right. Indians with the basketball to start the quarter. It's Claire Turner. Guarded by Piercy. Goes to Pritchard. Drives in the lane. Draws the foul. Free throws coming up. Nicely done by Charlotte Pritchard. Foul goes on Jara Merchant, her first, team foul number 4. 2 free throws here for Charlotte Pritchard. She's an 84% free throw shooter. That's good news for Spirit Lake, and makes the first. We thank you for joining us for the broadcast tonight. Thanks to all of our wonderful sports sponsors. Another free throw good there for Pritchard, and the Indians have cut the lead to 12. Here's Piercy. Hands off McDermott. McDermott goes to the wing. Now a little give and go. No, nicely done. Can't make the bunny, though. It's Merchant. Offensive rebound picked up by the Tigers. That's been the story of the night. And they'll go to McDermott. McDermott drives in. Nothing there. Now kicks it out for a 3-attempt Merchant. No. Rebound will go to Spencer. They get it again. Loose basketball corralled by the Tigers. Piercy in a little trouble in the corner there. Now tipped basketball picked up by Merchant. Back to Piercy. Piercy into the lane. Loses the handle on it. Good defense, Spirit Lake. I'm going to go turnover there. She lost the handle on it. Now the Indians back the other way. Schneider goes to Scott. Hands to Travis in the lane. Use the size. Yes. Travis lays it in. It's just the second field goal made for Spirit Lake in this one. They trail by 10. Here's Piercy. Hands off to McDermott. McDermott into the lane. The floater. No. And a rebound goes to Spirit Lake. Indians will hand it off to Turner. Up ahead to Pritchard. Pritchard into the lane. Spins around the defender. Wild layup won't go. And a rebound to Bruning. And a timeout by Spencer coach Matt Stevenson will keep things right here. 6:23 to go in the first half of our girls game. It's 16-6 in favor of Spencer. Our broadcast tonight, thanks to Lakes Regional Healthcare, Central Bank and Insurance, Okoboji Motor Company, and the Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake. Busy weekend in the region, of course, with winter games. The cheerleader himself, Scott Nolte, may join us this evening. I also said it was okay if he decided to go home post-chili cook-off and go to bed. He's got a big day tomorrow. But congrats to Scott and all the cheerleaders, and I hope everybody has a fun, safe weekend. Emphasis on that latter part. 16-6. 6:23 to go until halftime. Spirit Lake trails Spencer here at the Fieldhouse. And it will be Jada Piercy bringing it up for the Tigers. If you're still coming into town here to Spencer tonight, you're on your way over to the game. They do have a soup and salad supper this evening. Looked pretty good. A little tomato soup action, salad, cookies. That's going on, I guess you would say that's on the north side of the gym. out in the north entrance area. Here's a three for Spencer. That's off the mark. And a rebound, though, again to the Tigers. Man, offensive boards, but then they throw it into the hands of Spirit Lake. Here's Turner. Bounce pass out to Pritchard. Thought about a three, now out to Schneider. That's somebody Spirit Lake needs to get involved. Here's Turner back to Schneider. Schneider drives in right side. Wild layup will go. Scooped her in there. Nicely done. 16-8. Tigers lead. They have the ball. Piercy ahead to Bruning. Bruning surveys the floor. Now puts it on the floor. Drives into the lane. Tough shot won't go off the front of the rim. Gets her own rebound, though, after it was tipped around. Another opportunity. Here's a three for Merchant. That's off the mark. Rebound goes to Travis. Spencer just about had another offensive board. It went right off the hand of Hoban and into the hands of Travis. Now Spirit Lake loses the handle on it. It'll be picked up by Schneider. Back over to Turner. Turner puts it on the floor. To the wing to Scott. Feeds Travis again. Foul. Shot won't go, but she'll be shooting some free throws. When Spirit Lake's been able to get it inside, they've had success. That's a foul on Addison Hoban, her second, team foul number 5. She's got 2, and Jana Grettinger also has 2. So the bigs got some fouls for Spencer. That was a good foul, though, because Travis missed the first free throw. Indians will bring Addison Avery back in here for Schneider. And Ivy Hamilton in for Spencer. Here's Travis with another free throw attempt. She does get that one to go down. 16-9 in favor of Spencer. Spencer hasn't scored here in the second quarter. We're nearing the halfway point. Piercy out to Hamilton. Hands off to McDermott. Into the lane. A little bounce pass, but it's stolen away by Spirit Lake. Into the front court they go. Scott tries to take it all away. She gets it blocked out of bounds. Good hustle back by Maureen McDermott. Very good hustle by her. Claire Turner to inbound for the Indians. 4.5 to play first half. She finds Travis. Round the defender, can't get the bunny to go. Is she going to get the rebound? No. It'll end up in the hands of Spencer. She fought for it, but Spencer came away with it. Now Piercy into the front court. Back out to McDermott. McDermott, she either traveled or drew a foul, and that's what the official's going to say. Yep, Turner had her arm. She couldn't get the dribble down because she was being fouled. Tigers will bring in Jara Merchant. Girls halftime on Y100. It's George Little Rock 24, Okoboji 21. Good game there. Here's a free throw from Marie McDermott, as that's the 7th team foul on Spirit Lake, and the one-on-one is good for the 5'7" senior. The foul again went against Turner. McDermott with another free throw here for the Tigers. On the season, a 75% free throw shooter knocks them both down. 18-9. Spencer's on the board here in the second quarter. They have the 9-point lead. Indians with the ball now. Scott, left wing, surveys the floor. Can put it on the floor. Does. Dribbles towards the top of the key. Now hands off to Turner. Turner into the lane. Back out to Scott. Scott dribbles to the free throw line. Now finds Addison Avery. She'll throw up a wild shot. It won't go. Back the other way. Spencer finds Merchant ahead of the defense and one. Wow, nicely done by Jara Merchant. And the foul will go on who? Charlotte Pritchard. That'll be her second, team foul number 8. Avery checks out. Schneider back in for the Indians. Merchant with an opportunity at an old-fashioned three-point play. She's an 82% free throw shooter. This one is on the way. Nope, too strong off the back iron. Rebound goes to Claire Turner. Turner into the front court. Oh, and she does a little shuffle. Oh, she got fouled. That's why she traveled. I heard an extra shuffle of feet, and there was a reason she got shoved. And the official says that Jada Piercy got her. That'll be her first, team foul number 6 for Spencer. 3:47 to go, first half, 20-9. Spencer leads Spirit Lake. Indians got to find somebody. They do find Schneider, drives in, had an open lane, and lays her in. Indians needed that one. Cuts the lead back to 9 at 20-11. It's been low scoring. Here's Piercy. Kicks it out for a 3. Hamilton, no. And the rebound goes to Spirit Lake and Schneider. Schneider will bring it into the front court. Taylor into the lane. Works on her defender. Off the glass, no. Tips the rebound around. Spencer will come away with it. It is Piercy. She wants to run with it. Finds her teammate underneath. That's Merchant. Can't make the bunny, though. Rebound goes to Travis. Still a 9-point lead for the Tigers. 3:05 to go. Coach Todd Rogers says slow things down a little bit. Indians will go to Travis. Bounce pass to Scott. Back out to Schneider. She'll go to the free throw line. Back out to Scott for an open three. Yes! Abby Scott's first points of the night. And now we have a 6-point game with 2:45 to go first half. Piercy goes to McDermott. McDermott into the lane. Nowhere to go with it. Does find Piercy cutting right side. Layup good. Wow, that's not easy. Great move by Jada Piercy. Here's Turner. Now to Scott. Back out to Turner. Player puts it on the floor. Bounce pass. Back out to Scott. Going to have to be an over and back. 5th turnover on the Indians. Spirit Lake will bring Addison Avery back in, and we'll see Kendra Lowe come in as well. Oh, it's Tiger Paws night here at the Field House. That means the Spencer dads are performing for us at halftime. That will be good entertainment for those of you on Explore Live Video. Good in a lot of ways. Shot up, no good for Spencer. Are they going to get another offensive rebound? They don't. It'll go out of bounds. So 22-14 Tigers. We got 2:03 to go until halftime. The Indians are just hanging around, despite the whopping 2 points in the first quarter. Here's Scott, drives into the lane. Her shot was blocked. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be last touched by Spencer. So Turner will inbound for Spirit Lake with 1:55 to go in the half. And she's just going to toss it in there to Travis. Ball tipped around, picked up by Schneider. Now out to Avery. Avery goes top of the key. Over to Scott at the wing. Avery now gets knocked down. Then she gets away from her defender. She's underneath. Oh, the wild layup won't go. She tried the kind of behind the back thing. Didn't go. Spencer with the rebound. 1:35 to go. That would have been fun if that had gone in. McDermott. Back out to Kendra Lowe, who's into the game now. Lowe over to Merchant. Merchant surveys the floor. Up top, Hoban. Goes back to Lowe at the wing. Now they'll try to go down to McDermott again. McDermott throws it cross court to Merchant around the defender. That's wild shot, won't go. Rebound to Spirit Lake and Schneider. 1:07 to go first half. 8-point lead for Spencer. Schneider into the corner. 3 attempt on the way. That is too strong. And a rebound will go right back to Abby Scott. Her second opportunity will go down. Abby Scott's got 5. The lead back to 6 with 50 seconds to go first half. Indians are going to bring in Lauren Travis next stoppage of play. Tigers are going to bring Bruning in. They just about lose it here. Back out to McDermott. It was tracked down by Hamilton. Low to McDermott. Tigers will wait. 12 seconds on the shot clock. 30 seconds on the game clock. McDermott out to Hamilton. Back to McDermott. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Got to do something with it. Tough shot will get off and go. Wow. Nicely done by Marie McDermott. She's having a half. She's got 8. 24-16. 8 seconds to go. On the other end, Turner drives in. Tough shot won't go. 2 seconds, and that is going to be, well, they're going to get a shot off. Oh, it was off the backboard by McDermott. No good. That's the end of the first half. So Spencer led by 14 after the first quarter. They only score 8 in the second quarter compared to 14 for the Indians. Spencer leading 24-16 here at our girls' halftime. Our halftime show is brought to you by Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with first half stats and analysis on Explore Okoboji Live Video and KUOO.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Rogers Auto and Tire Service in Milford is now Bogie Auto Repair. Ben is experienced in servicing all makes and models, brakes, tires, oil changes, and more. Bogie Auto Repair will get you back up and running in no time. Bogie Auto Repair is situated behind Sunshine Foods in Milford. Good luck to all area teams.
What does it mean to be on a team? It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
Whether you are freshening up your current decor, building new, or just looking for custom window treatments, Interior Sewing by Lisa has you covered with draperies, pillows, and Hunter Douglas blinds. Call me for your free in-home consultation at 712-320-3492.
McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake has awesome nightly specials Tuesday through Saturday. Stop by after the game or any night and enjoy a great atmosphere and good times with friends at McKean's Pub and Grill.
Is brought to you by Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better. And our halftime score sees Spencer leading Spirit Lake in girls basketball 24-16. Boys game later tonight. The Tiger Paws are performing for those of you watching on Explore Live Video. And I don't know what I would call the get-ups tonight. They're all different animal characters. This is good for the school foundation. Dads are having fun with it. That's good. The dances could maybe use a little work, but it's all for a good cause. Gotta love it. And I know they're going to be asking for donations tonight as well for the school foundation. All right, here we go. 24-16 in favor of Spencer, rather. Let's take a look at Spencer first half stats. 8 for Piercy, 7 for Merchant, 8 for McDermott, and a free throw for Jana Grettinger. I have 4 turnovers for the Tigers in the first half. 8 for 31 shooting for 26%. A lot of second chance points helped Spencer. Spirit Lake in the first half. 5 from Fran Travis, 5 from Abby Scott, 4 from Taylor Schneider, 2 from Charlotte Pritchard. 6 for 26 are the Indians, 23% shooting in the first half. And really, it's that first quarter that was super cold for Spirit Lake. They only scored the 2 points in the first quarter, trailed 16-2 after 1, at 24-16 at halftime. So Spencer with the lead here in the girls' game. Let's go ahead and take one more timeout here if we could. Let's take another 3-minute timeout here at halftime. We've got our upcoming sports schedule, and we'll talk the top-ranked girls teams from across the state. That's on the way in 3 minutes on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Hot Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
(24-16). Spencer leads Spirit Lake here at halftime of our girls game. Those of you on Explore Live Video are getting the Spencer Community School Foundation Tiger Paws. And it looks like, I think it was just characters from books, actually, is kind of what I pieced together. So there you go. There's your halftime entertainment for those of you on the video end of things. Let's take a look at the top-ranked girls teams from across the state. Updated 9th rankings yesterday from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union in 1A. Algona Bishop Garrigan, number 1. Newell Fonda, number 2. Remsen St. Mary's comes in at number 4. In Class 2A, Dayton New Hartford, number 1. Central Lyon, 2. Sibley Ocheyedan is at number 3. Pocahontas Area, 9. And Hinton, number 13. Sioux Central, number 14. North Union just dropped out. A lot of schools in 2A. 3A has its share as well. Esterville Lincoln Central still 15-0 and number 1. Sioux Center number 6, Unity Christian 10, Cherokee 11. Spirit Lake just beat Cherokee last night. And in 4A, Dallas Center Grimes is number 1, Sioux City Bishop Healy number 3. Spencer is in the rankings at number 15, down 1 spot from number 14. Last week they had the second loss to ELC in that time frame. Class 5A, Pleasant Valley is number 1, and Sioux City East number 10. Top-ranked girls squads from across the state. Upcoming sports schedule, we mentioned Bogies at George Little Rock for girls basketball on Y100 tonight. It was George Little Rock leading that one by 3 at halftime. Tomorrow, Rutgers at Iowa, or Sunday, I should say, Rutgers at Iowa. Men's college basketball on campus radio. Pregame at noon, tip-off at 1. And you can find the full sports schedule anytime at exploreokoboji.com. 24-16, Spencer leads Spirit Lake in Lakes Conference girls basketball. Boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight. Let's take one more timeout here, guys. If we could, we'll take one more 60. Let's go one more 2-minute break here if we could. One more 2-minute break. Second half of the girls game coming up on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Hot Black Bar & Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
To the Fieldhouse, 24-16. Spencer leads Spirit Lake. We're set for the second half of Lakes Conference girls basketball here on KUOO and Explore Live Video. You can watch on the free CF Video channel if you got a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick at home. Just search CF Video on your Roku Fire Stick. It also works on Apple TV as well. You can watch us on the big screen at home or at ExploreKaboji.com under the Sports tab, or at Explore Kaboji on YouTube. And we got to reset the clock here. I think they forgot to get it going there. Tigers lead by 8 here at halftime. They led by 12 after the first quarter. I think it's actually, yeah, it is Spencer basketball. Okay, very good. All right. Coach Rogers had to look like, okay, what else can go wrong here? It was not the Indians' first half. Really the first quarter, though. Here's Spencer with the basketball. 3 attempt on the way. Down it goes for Jada Piercy. They had that sucker planned. And the lead up to 11. That's the largest lead they've had in a while. Pritchard. They'll skip it over to Schneider. Back up top, Pritchard. Pritchard puts it on the floor, over to Turner. Turner drives in baseline, nothing there. Finds Travis. Layup won't go. And the rebound goes to Spencer. That's what Spirit Lake has to do, though. They have to feed Fran Travis and go inside. Now Spencer to McDermott. And she gives it out to Merchant. Too strong. Rebound goes to Scott and the Indians. Abby Scott at the wing. Out to Pritchard. Now hands off to Turner. Claire. Bounce pass over to Taylor Schneider. Schneider. Skip pass to Pritchard at the wing. Nothing there. She'll drive to the free throw line. Now kicks it back out. Scott. Shot fake. Drives into the lane. To Turner. Gets the shot blocked. Rebound, though, will go back to Turner. Turner. Bounce pass out to Pritchard. Back to Turner. 1 second. Got to get it off. That's going to be a shot clock violation and a turnover. 6th turnover in the game on the Indians. Tigers had 4 in the first half. That's the first time we've had a shot clock violation tonight. Tigers with the ball here. That's Grettinger. Hands off to Bruning. Over to Piercy. Drives right side. and she travels. She drove into traffic there, and the defense was set, and she commits a turnover that time. An 11-point lead for Spencer, a minute and a half into the third quarter. Here's Turner. Over to Schneider. Top of the key. 3 on the way. No, too strong. Rebound goes to Bruning. McDermott brings it up for the Tigers. Wants to take it herself in the lane, now kicks it out. 3 attempt on the way. Grettinger, too strong. Rebound goes to Spirit Lake. Schneider brings it up. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Finds Pritchard around the defense. Draws the foul. They're going to say it'll be on the floor. And the foul will go against, I believe, Bruning, but we'll double check that. Yes. First foul for her, first foul of the half. Here's Pritchard for 3 on the inbounds play. Too strong. Rebound goes to Bruning. Spirit Lake 0 for 4 to start the third quarter. Kind of similar to the first quarter, actually. Here's Piercy. Goes to the free throw line, McDermott. She surveys the floor. Thinks about going up against Schneider and gets around her. Wow, McDermott having quite the game for Spencer. She's got 10. 29-16 Tigers. Here's Scott at the wing. Puts it on the floor inside to Pritchard and loses the handle on it. That'll be a turnover. Turnover number 7. Coach Rogers calls a timeout, wants to chat things over. 5:23 to go, third quarter. It's a 13-point lead for Spencer as Spirit Lake's been held scoreless here so far in the third quarter. We're going to keep things right here, and thanks to United Community Bank, the Hut Bar and Grill, and Consumers Lumber Company for sponsoring tonight's broadcast here on Explore Live Video and KUOO. Game reset for you. It was 16-2 Tigers after the first quarter. They led 24-16 at halftime and now have scored the first 5 points of the third quarter. With Patrick on live video and Michael back at the KUOO studios, I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks for joining us tonight. Outstanding crowd here at the Fieldhouse in Spencer. Really good crowd always between these two schools, and such a fun atmosphere here in Spencer. All right, Spencer will have the ball out of the timeout, and Piercy will bring it up. 13-point lead. This is their largest lead of the ball game. They'll go back to McDermott at the free throw line. McDermott dribbles towards the wing. Nothing there. Good defense by Pritchard. Now they'll find a cutting Merchant. Her shot was partially blocked. And back the other way comes Spirit Lake. Scott to Turner in the lane. Bounce pass out to Pritchard for 3. No. Spirit Lake cold, 0 for 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Piercy up the other way. Turner forces her to kick it out to Bruning. Now a 3 attempt in the corner. Merchant. No. Rebound, though, goes to Merchant. Or check that. Rebound goes to McDermott, and her putback is good. 31-16. Largest lead of the game for Spencer. Turner surveys the court. Goes over to Schneider. Into the lane. Out for a 3. That's off the front of the rim. No good for Scott. I think if I'm Spirit Lake, I'm trying to get the ball back inside to Fran Travis. That opened things up in the second quarter. Said Spencer's back up to now their largest lead of the game at 15. Merchant, or check that, Bruning. Bruning puts it on the floor to the free throw line. Out to Grettinger. Now back to Bruning. Drives in. That's going to be a blocking foul there on Travis. Ooh. That one could have gone either way. Third foul on Travis. Spirit Lake's going to bring Addison Avery in here for Charlotte Pritchard. So Piercy to inbound for the Tigers with 3:50 to go, third quarter. And finds McDermott to Bruning. Getting into the lane. Tough shot, no for Piercy. Rebound goes to Spirit Lake. Scott into the front court to Avery. Addison Avery goes to the free throw line. Kicks it out, Schneider. Schneider hands it back to Turner. Dribbles back towards the top to reset the offense. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Schneider. Up top, Scott for three. No. Spirit Lake's just kind of settling for threes. Rebound goes to Piercy and the Tigers. 3:12 in the third quarter, rather. Here's McDermott again. Now out to Bruning. Surveys the court. Bounces it towards Grettinger. Wasn't quite ready for it, does recover. Back to Bruning in the corner. Bruning out to Piercy. Piercy, deep three. No, rebound goes to Spirit Lake and Travis. Here's Turner. Drives in. Tough shot. No. That one just didn't have enough oomph on it. And it'll be McDermott with the rebound. And we got Jada Piercy hobbling there for a moment. She's going to walk to the sidelines and get an "Are you okay?" from Coach Stevenson. Ooh, that's not somebody Spencer wants to see get hurt. They lead by 15, 2:39 to go, third quarter. Addison Hoban checks back in. We got time called here. What's the situation here with the officials? I think they wanted to make sure they had the right players in there, or maybe a shot clock, I think. Oh, that was what it was, a shot clock. It's still something we're all kind of getting used to a little bit here, but I like it. All right, it'll be Spencer basketball. Addison Hoban will inbound. 2:29 to go, third quarter, 31-16. The Tigers have the lead. Now they're going to take some time off of the shot clock. They're going to bring it down to 29 seconds. All right. So 29 seconds. 23 seconds now in the quarter. Okay, they've now corrected it. Very good. And Spencer's switched things around. Merchant's now going to inbound. All right, now they're still working with the clock. We'll say thanks to some sponsors. They include Northwest Bank, Okoboji Motor Company, Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, and your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee. 23.4 to go here in the third quarter. It's a 15-point lead for the Tigers. Now they bring Coach Stevenson over to work on it. Everybody's working on it. Busy day of Winter Games fun tomorrow. I believe the burning of the greens and fireworks broadcast tomorrow evening on KUOO. And they'll have some music to go along with the fireworks. I want to say around 6:30. All right. Merchant to inbound for the Tigers. 2:34. There we go. We got it corrected again. 2:34 to go, third quarter. Here's McDermott. Goes out to Hoban. Back to McDermott. And runs into a defensive wall there. Now kicks it back out, Merchant. Hoban again. Now McDermott. McDermott dribbles in with it. Spirit Lake's got her in a little trouble there. What are they going to get? A foul here? Or yes, they are. And they're going to get a foul on the arm by Claire Turner. She was very close to getting what I would call a jump ball in that situation. Spirit Lake instead will have to sub her out, and they will bring in Charlotte Pritchard. McDermott finds an open Merchant. Nice feed. And Spencer continues to grow their lead in the third quarter, 33-16. Down inside, Spirit Lake goes to Travis. She'll try to force one up. Count it! Two around her, and Travis gets it to go in, and that's what it took the first half for Spirit Lake to finally get the lid off the bucket. But they've had again to go, 6 minutes here in the third quarter without a bucket. All right, Travis will try a free throw. Got that one to go as well. That's big for Spirit Lake. 33-19 Tigers, minute 59 to go, third quarter. It's not like Spencer's lit the world on fire here in the third quarter. They've only added, 9 points to their lead. Here they are with the ball now, Hoban, but Spirit Lake has not scored, and a lot of that's because of Spencer's defense. Merchant, hands to Grettinger. Now Hoban. Hoban at the wing. Bounce pass down inside Grettinger. Spin move. Over to McDermott. Oh, got away from her defender and lays it in. The little head fake got the defense to shift, and she had an open lane. 35-19 Tigers. Avery to Pritchard. Drives in left side. Tough shot. Won't go. But she's fouled. Free throws coming up. That gets a few claps from Coach Todd Rogers, who's a little frustrated, needless to say, here in the third quarter again. Foul goes on Ivy Hamilton. That'll be her first, team foul number 3 this half for Spencer. Pritchard is now 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Spirit Lakes needed all of them as Claire Turner checks back in with 3 fouls here, 1:20 to go, third quarter. Pritchard can cut the lead to 14 here for the Indians. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Jada Piercy. No, check that, McDermott. 35-20 Spencer. Here's McDermott. Gets it to Grettinger. Spin move in the lane. Actually, she travels. Kind of lost control of it there. Turnover number 6 on Spencer. Spirit Lakes played a clean game. They only have 7 turnovers. Here's Turner. She'll bring it up for Spirit Lake. 1:05 to go, third quarter. Indians just need some points again here. Travis in the corner. Now Turner. Gets it to Avery. Avery. Back to Turner. Just about lost the handle on it. Regains control here. Goes to Schneider. Schneider drives left side of the lane. Spin move. Shot up. No. Rebound goes to Spencer. 38 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's McDermott. Surveys the court. Now goes to Grettinger. Grettinger puts it on the floor. Pass partially tipped. Gets it to Hoban. Now back up top to McDermott. 25 seconds to go, third quarter. 17 on the shot clock. They'll go to Hoban again. Over to Merchant. Now back out to Grettinger. Grettinger puts it on the floor. Picks up the dribble. Bounce pass over to Hamilton. Finds McDermott again. McDermott, 3 seconds. Gets the shot off. That is going to be too strong. And we're going to have a shot clock violation because that did not touch the backboard. Turnover number 7 on the Tigers. That's the first time they've had a shot clock violation tonight. Spirit Lake, 3 seconds. Turner races into the front court. Going to have to try to force something up. Gets the foul. No travel, they say, with 0.4 seconds to go in the quarter. 15-point lead for Spencer. They'll have 0.4. And Piercy will just let the quarter come to a close. Spencer, 35. Spirit Lake, 20. We go to the fourth quarter in a minute on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we invest in economic development, safety, youth, and charitable programs. We are committed to the communities we serve.
Powering communities, improving lives at your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Pub 19 is open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. with limited seating. Dine in or carry out every Friday night. You can enjoy the in-house smoked prime rib. Pub 19 at Okoboji View Golf Course on Highway 86 in Spirit Lake. And check out their new menu items at pub19barngrill.com.
At Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better, driven to serve better.
Quarter we go, 35-20. Spencer leads Spirit Lake. Indians with the basketball to start the final quarter of Lakes Conference Girls Basketball tonight on KUOO and Explore Live Video. Avery kicks it into the corner. Schneider back out to Pritchard, over to Avery. 7:50 to go in this one. Schneider dishes it down inside Fran Travis. Travis, tough shot, will go and one. Travis has done a nice job tonight for Spirit Lake. That's just the second shot made this half. Foul for Spencer will go on who? It'll be on Jara Merchant, her second, team foul number 4. Travis's free throw is good as well. Oh, Indians needed that. Cuts the lead back to 12. Still a ball game here with 7:40 to play. Piercy to Grettinger. Grettinger finds a cutting McDermott layup and one. McDermott is putting on a show here at the Fieldhouse. She has 16 points. And the foul goes against Taylor Schneider, her second, team foul number 3. McDermott will try to stay perfect here at the free throw line as well with 7:36 to go. And that one's too strong, but it's going to be an offensive rebound for Bruning, and goes right back down to McDermott. Bounce pass over to Grettinger. Grettinger lays it in. So it was a 4-point trip for Spencer that time around on their half of the hoop, or of the floor, I should say. And Spirit Lake's going to go to Travis. Dishes it to Scott. Tough shot won't go. Travis going to tip around a rebound and can't get the bunny to go. What are we going to have, a foul on the rebounds? Couple more missed bunnies there. And that one is going to go against Abby Scott. That'll be her second. Team foul number 4 this half for the Indians. Tigers will have Jada Piercy bring it up. 16-point lead. Piercy goes to Merchant. Down inside. McDermott. No, offensive foul, they say. We'll check that. It's going to be on the screen against Bruning. Bruning will pick up her second foul. 7 minutes to go here in our girls contest. It's a 16-point lead for Spencer. Turner throws ahead to Scott, who couldn't quite hang on to it. Now picks it back up to Turner. Now Avery, top of the key. Skip pass to Scott. Scott down inside Travis. Travis draws the foul. Free throws coming up. Travis will go to the line where she's 3 for 5. Foul will go on McDermott. That's just her first. First free throw for Fran Travis. Off the mark, no good. Our broadcast tonight, thanks to State Farm Insurance agent Scott Troutman, Bank Midwest, the Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake, and Snappers Turtle Bay Cafe. Another free throw for Fran Travis is on the way. No good. Rebound goes to Grettinger. And an outlet to Piercy. Good to see her back into the game. McDermott now for Spencer. Into the lane. Back out Bruning. Drives in. Spin move. Shot up. Off the glass. Good for Avery Bruning. Her first points of the night. Extends Spencer's lead to 18. Scott to the free throw line. Dishes it down to Travis. Now back out to Scott. Open 3 attempt. Got her to go. Second tray of the night for Abby Scott, and we have a timeout on the floor. 6:14 to go in our girls contest. 41-26. Spencer has the lead. We're back in 30 seconds on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Okoboji Realty is a proud supporter of the Spirit Lake athletes and all the young athletes involved and driven for success. Good luck from Amy Maris and Mickey Harrington, real estate agents with Okoboji Realty. Dedicated to community, dedicated to you.
$14 to go in the girls' game. It's 41-26. Spencer leading Spirit Lake. I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks for joining us from the Fieldhouse. Thanks to Patrick on Explore Live Video, and thanks as well to Michael back at Mission Control at 103.9 in Spirit Lake. Bruning with the ball for the Tigers. Goes up top. Grettinger surveys the court. Now back over to Merchant. Merchant spins with the basketball, loses the handle on it, gets it out to Piercy. NBA range 3, no good. It'll go out of bounds, and it will be Spirit Lake basketball. Spirit Lake 3 for 16 shooting second half. Spencer is 8 for 15. It should be no surprise the Tigers have the lead. And there's a steal by McDermott, and she'll get fouled on the floor on the other end. McDermott forces the 9th Spirit Lake turnover. And a foul on the floor. It'll go against Abby Scott, her third, team foul number 5. Piercy to inbound for the Tigers. Surveys the court. Looking for someone. Will find Bruning in a little traffic. Back out to an open Piercy for 3. In and out, falls back through. 4th tray of the night for Jada Piercy. Now the Indians will try to answer. Inside to Travis. Travis off the glass, good. She's had a good night for Spirit Lake. Lead still at 16, though, with 5:20 to play in the ball game. McDermott to Bruning. Never thought about she's going back to Bruning. Now she does. Up top, Piercy. Piercy puts it on the floor. Loses the handle on it. 8th turnover on the Tigers. Here comes Turner racing back the other way with 5 to play. Thought about a 3. Now she'll kick it into the corner. Pritchard will feed it in again here to Travis. She'll go to work, and she's going to draw a foul on the arm. They're going to say Jana Grettinger got her on the arm as Travis was spinning, and that'll be the 3rd foul on Grettinger, 7th team foul. Automatic 1-on-1 here for Fran Travis, who is 3 for 7 at the free throw line. Fran with 13 points tonight. That one's too strong, and the rebound will go to Bruning. 44-28, Spencer leads, 4:45 to go. Is anybody going to pick up McDermott? Eventually Spirit Lake does. Now McDermott will bring it back out. Finds Piercy at the wing. Skip pass over to Merchant. Merchant dribbles towards the top of the key, hands it back to McDermott. McDermott, spin move in the lane. Kicks it back out. Piercy for 3. Yes! Oh my. 5th tray of the night for Piercy. 47-28 Spencer. 4:20 to play. Turner out to Scott. Scott into the lane. Loses the basketball, then she picks it back up and lays it in. Spirit Lake needed that. Lead still at 17 though, 47-30. 4:02 to go in the ballgame. Spencer will try to pick up their 11th win of the season. Here's Jara Merchant, puts it on the floor. Now to McDermott. They'll go down inside here to Bruning. Nowhere to go with that. Cross-court pass to Grettinger. Out to Merchant, drives in. Tough shot off the glass, no good. Rebound goes to Spirit Lake. Pritchard up ahead to Turner. Turner at the wing. Tries to get around her defender. Gets underneath the basket. Bounce pass out for a 3 to Scott. No. Rebound, though, goes to Turner. Up top, Pritchard. Back over to Scott. Abby puts it on the floor, dishes it, tries to dish it inside to Fran Travis. And we're going to have a foul here. That'll go against Spencer. And that is going to be the 4th on Jana Grettinger. Well, they only have, yeah, now they got 4. 8th team foul. So Fran Travis back to the line to shoot a 1-on-1 free throw. Indians just not enough offense in this one. I mean, they've played pretty well defensively. Travis will get this free throw. Our broadcast thanks to Drip Okoboji, Okoboji Realty, Steamway Cleaning, and McKean's Pub and Grill. Fran Travis with another free throw coming up. Too strong off the back iron, and Spencer corrals the rebound. 3:20 to play. It's a 16-point lead for the Tigers, 47-31. And Avery Bruning puts it on the floor and is going to draw a foul on Taylor Schneider. That's her 3rd, and that'll be team foul number 6. Boys game will follow here later tonight on Campus Radio and Explore Live Video. And Spencer to inbound. Merchant goes to Hamilton. To Merchant. Into the corner to Bruning. Thrower knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Taylor Schneider. Just not enough offense. I mean, Spirit Lake, second half here, 5 for 19 shooting. They get a steal here. Can Scott make the layup? She does. Good hustle by Abby Scott. And what do we got? We got time called here by Coach Matt Stevenson. Well, it cuts the lead to 14. 47-33, 3:02 to go here in the ball game. Spencer leads. We are back in a minute on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
3:02 to go in this one. Spencer leads Spirit Lake 47-33. Boys game will follow here in a bit. Tigers with the basketball and the lead. And McDermott to the wing. Up top, Bruning. Puts it on the floor, dribbles in left side. Now they'll swing it around. Top of the key to Hamilton. Back to McDermott. McDermott with 16 points tonight, and they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay Spencer's way. Good defense by Claire Turner. Piercy to inbound. Does find McDermott. Hands off to Hamilton. Piercy thought about a three at the wing, back out to Hamilton. Now Piercy again. Guarded closely by Scott. Wild shot. How does she get that to go? Wow. That is just good. Indians on the other end. Avery drives in. Her shot up. No. And what are we going to have? 2 free throws here for Travis. She got the rebound after a missed shot. And Marie McDermott will pick up her second foul there. So back to the line goes Travis. Free throw good. Fran is now 5 of 11 tonight shooting at the free throw line. Another free throw coming up here. And that one's no good. Rebound to Spencer. Just been kind of that type of night for Spirit Lake. McDermott into the front court. Bruning. 15-point lead for the Tigers. Bruning's got to find somebody. Does find Piercy. Gets behind the defense. Can't make the shot. Does get the rebound, though. Here's Merchant driving in. She loses the handle on it, out of bounds. Turnover, Tigers. 10th turnover on Spencer. Spirit Lake will have Turner bring it up. Just surveyed the court. Now goes to Scott. Scott down inside Travis. Spin move. Shot blocked. Offensive rebound, though. Turner. She'll shoot the three. No. Rebound ends up in Spirit Lake's hands again. This is Scott in the lane. Shot up. No. She's fouled. Free throws coming up. And that'll be the third foul on McDermott. So 2 shots the rest of the way for Spirit Lake, but only 1:30 remains in this one. Abby Scott, free throw, no good, falls out the front of the rim. Hit about every part of the rim, but couldn't quite fall through. Spencer's subbing in some folks here with 1:30 to go in this one. Another free throw coming up for Scott. Got her to go. 49-35 Tigers. Bruning brings it up for Spencer. Finds Hamilton in the corner. Now out to Grettinger. Out to McDermott. Mo puts it on the floor. Goes back to Hamilton. Hamilton to Bruning for 3. Off the mark. Offensive rebound, though. McDermott. What do we got? Foul underneath. Should be a free throw, a one-on-one free throw here coming up. Foul will go against Claire Turner. That's her 4th. So free throws here for McDermott. 1 free throw anyway. Let's see if she makes the one-on-one. Yes. Our broadcast tonight, thanks to Dr. Craig Newell, Pizza Ranch, Spirit Lake Community School District, and Okoboji View and Pub 19. 1:08 to go in this one. Free throw McDermott on the way. Got it. 51-35 Tigers with 1:08 to go. Spencer will clear the benches. Gabrielle Stadler into the game. Sydney Hopkins enters for the first time. Let's see. Allie Grettinger into the game. Here's Scott. Inside to Schneider, and can't get the bunny to go. Scott can't get the rebound either. That's just been the way this night has gone for Spirit Lake. Up ahead to Stadler. Into the corner to Allie Grettinger. Back out to Stadler. Now she'll go out to Lowe. Inside, nothing there for Hopkins. Bounce pass, 3 on the way. Stadler, no. Out of bounds, last touch by Spirit Lake. Indians will clear the benches as well. Final on Y100. Okoboji comes from behind to beat George Little Rock tonight, 50-44. Final in the girls' game there on Y100. Kendra Lowe to inbound. Finds Hamilton. Now they'll go back out here to Granger. She'll put it on the floor, and she gets bumped. And that should be a free throw here coming up with 23.8 on the clock. It'll be Addison Avery picking up the foul. 8th team foul, her first. So a free throw here, a 1-and-1 for Kendra Lowe with 23.8 to go in our girls' game. Boys' one is coming up. Got it to go. I want to say our boys' game the first time around was like a 2-point game. Second free throw coming up here for Lowe. That one is no good. Rebound goes to Avery. She's fouled. So it'll be free throws for Addison Avery, 2 of them with 22.9. Spirit Lake going to fall to 9-8 on the year. Been kind of an up and down year like the record would suggest. Avery makes the free throw. Upcoming schedule for Spencer as Avery shoots another free throw. That is good. Tigers are going to have Cherokee at home on Monday, I believe. I'm guessing that that's a makeup game. Spencer with the ball here. Sydney Hopkins. 10 seconds to go. Kicks it out to Hamilton. Hopkins will shoot a shot. Long 2. No. It'll go out of bounds with 2.8. It'll stay with Spencer here to finish out this one. So Lowe to inbound. And we'll find Hopkins. Puts it on the floor. The floater, it'll go at the buzzer. Final in this one. Spencer gets the win over Spirit Lake, 54-37. As I mentioned, this Tiger squad now 11-3, 4-2 in conference play. Spirit Lake falls to 9-8, 2-5 in conference play. As I mentioned, Spencer's going to have Cherokee on Monday, and what I would assume is a makeup game, and then Denison on Tuesday. And for Spirit Lake, let's talk about their upcoming schedule. They will get ELC on Tuesday at home, and then Vinton Shellsburg, which they'll play at North Iowa Area Community Gymnasium on, it'll be on, well, Wednesday of next week, I believe. Or actually, that's probably next Friday and Saturday. There we go. Friday, Saturday next week. So there you go. All right, again, the final in this one. Spirit Lake gets the win, or Spirit Lake falls to Spencer, rather, 54-37. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. Post-game show is on the way with Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. And then we'll preview our boys matchup as well. It's all coming up on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
At Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company. Driven to serve better. Driven to serve better.
Post-game show is brought to you by Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. Final in our girls' game, Spencer defeats Spirit Lake. Final score 54-37. Tigers led at all breaks 16-2 after the first quarter, 24-16 at halftime, 35-20 after 3, 54-37 the final in Spencer's favor. 19 points for Jada Piercy, 5 3-pointers for the Spencer senior to lead the Tigers, 18 points for Mo McDermott. She had a great game as well. 9 from Jara Merchant tonight, 2 from Sydney Hopkins, 1 from Kendra Lowe, 3 from Jana Grettinger, 2 from Avery Bruning. 10 turnovers for the Tigers. They shot 36% in the game, 20 of 55. Much better second half than first half. Only 26% first half, second half 12 of 24 unofficially for 50%. And it showed. Spencer gets a win over Spirit Lake tonight. Indians falling to 9-8, 2-5 in Lakes Conference play. Tigers 11-3, 4-2. Spirit Lake led by Fran Travis, 15 points, 13 for Abby Scott tonight. 2 for Addison Avery, 4 for Taylor Schneider, 3 for Charlotte Pritchard. And the Indians committed 9 turnovers in the contest. Really pretty good for the Indians on the turnover front. Just could not buy a bucket. They only made 2 points in the first quarter. Third quarter wasn't a whole lot better. 6 for 26 in each half. That's 23%, 12 of 52 shooting unofficially for Spirit Lake in this one. And again, we mentioned the upcoming schedule. Spencer's going to get Cherokee here at home. Spirit Lake is going to get Esterville Lincoln Central. I believe that's next Friday. So again, the girls' final tonight. Spencer gets a win, 54-37. That allows us to flip the script a little bit now and start talking about our boys matchup. Our boys pregame show is sponsored by our friends at Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake. And let's talk just a moment about these two boys teams. Spirit Lake coming into the evening with a record of 7-6, 5-1 in Lakes Conference play. Spencer is 4-8, 2-3 in Lakes Conference play. And both teams have kind of an up and down season. They've had some nice wins. They've had some losses that they definitely would like to have back. The first time around, Spencer won 66-64 at Spirit Lake High School. Was a very, very good basketball game. And I anticipate we could have another good one here this evening. If you take a look at the historical matchup, Spirit Lake is winning it, but not by much. 18-16 in the last 34. contest. That's as far back as the quick stats statistics go. Spencer is coming in off of, well, let's see, Spirit Lake coming in off of a 78-42 win against Cherokee last night. That was a makeup game that they had last night. Spencer is coming off of a close loss at ELC, 52-47 earlier this week on Tuesday. So there you go. Let's get into our pregame show a little bit more and hear from the head coaches. Corey Petzenhauser for the Tigers and Paul Brown for the Indians. And again, the pregame show from Lakes Regional Healthcare. We'll hear from the coaches in 30 seconds on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we invest in economic development, safety, youth, and charitable programs. We are committed to the communities we serve.
Powering communities, improving lives at your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
At Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company. Driven to serve better. Driven to serve better.
We're back on the pregame as we get ready for Spencer and Spirit Lake. Boys basketball coming up shortly. Let's bring in Spencer boys basketball coach Corey Petzenhauser at this time. And Corey, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Scott.
Yeah, you bet. And Corey, let's go back to the other night, taking on Estherville Lincoln Central, and ELC would get the victory 52-47. Looked like a pretty good game the other night.
Yeah, it was, it was your typical, highly contested Lakes Conference game, and Estherville, to their credit, was able just to make a couple more plays down the stretch than what we were able to do. But, it was a game that was back and forth all game long. It's a 2-point game at half, and, we were tied at 35 about midway, through the second half. And so it was a game that, certainly we definitely would have liked to get, but, we just came up a little bit short down the stretch.
And that's a tough place to play up in Estherville, and you hold an Estherville Lincoln Central team to 52. You got to be happy with the defensive effort to put yourself in contention to get that victory.
Yeah, no doubt. And, I think that, our team has really tried to lock in on that defensive end all year long. That is something that we've been really pleased with the way that we have guarded people for the most part. And, certainly against a high-powered team like we're going to face tonight is going to be difficult. And, we've just got to do the best we can there. And, hopefully we can get some shots to fall. It's going to be nice being back at home after, having so many consecutive road games.
Yeah, and the last time we talked was the Spirit Lake matchup. But in between that, you had a lot of close games here that, might not have gone your way. But you've been in some really big battles here the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, no doubt. And, that's kind of the next step that we're looking to take. Obviously we won a close game with Spirit Lake the first time up there on the road. But since then we've, like you mentioned, we've been in some tight games and couldn't pull them out. So, we've kind of got to, try to find some ways to make some plays late. In most of those games that have been close, our opponent has just made, they've got a big offensive rebound, or they get a 50-50 ball late in the game, or we have a key turnover or something like that that's really kind of prevented us from getting in the lead and potentially winning those games. And so, we've really been talking with our guys that, we really got to value every single possession. Doesn't matter if it's in the first quarter or the fourth quarter. We've really got to do a good job of putting ourselves in a position to be successful.
We're visiting with Spencer boys basketball coach Corey Petzenhauser at this time. And Corey, you mentioned Spirit Lake, and you went up there on January 5th. You got a really tight, close victory, 66-64. And, what do you remember about that first game? And then what's your thoughts as you host Spirit Lake here second time?
Yeah, we were able to get off to a quick start in that game. I think we hit our first 4 threes in the first quarter and really jumped out offensively. And, that game was, the most efficient game that we've had offensively all year long. And so, certainly a start like that is going to be key for us again tonight. We've had some games here recently where we kind of got out of the gates okay and, built an early lead, but then we kind of ran into some lulls throughout the course of the game. So, kind of like I mentioned, we've got to be consistent in our effort throughout. We can't have 2 or 3 possessions each half where we break down on the defensive end or turn it over offensively, because like I mentioned, Spirit Lake is going to be able to score the ball, and they got some great athletes playing on the wings and really pushing the ball in transition. So it's going to be a difficult challenge for us. Like I said, hopefully being back at home, our guys feel a little bit more comfortable to be able to try to get out of this skid that we're in right now.
Okay. Well, Corey, thank you so much for the comments here in the pregame. We appreciate it. Best of luck on Friday night.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. And that is Spencer boys basketball coach Corey Petzenhauser. We'll have a look at the starters and our tip-off on KUOO.
Pub 19 is open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. with limited seating. Dine in or carry out every Friday night. You can enjoy the in-house smoked prime rib. Pub 19 at Okoboji View Golf Course on Highway 86 in Spirit Lake. And check out their new menu items at pub19barngrill.com. From major accidents to minor fender benders, Jurdy Collision Center in Spirit Lake is prepared to get you back on the road looking like new with their state-of-the-art equipment, computerized color matching system, and experienced auto body technicians. Jurdy Collision Repair in Spirit Lake.
We are set for part 2 of our doubleheader here in the Lakes Conference. Spencer, Spirit Lake, and our boys game coming up shortly. At this time, let's bring in Spirit Lake boys basketball coach Paul Brown. And Paul, thank you so much for being with us.
Hey, Scott, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you bet. And it's been a busy week for your squad already. Started things off with Worthington, Minnesota on Monday, and then last night a makeup with Cherokee. And let's just talk about that Cherokee matchup last night. 78-42 victor, and congratulations on beating the Braves again for the second time in less than a week.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often where you play a team, almost like that back-to-back or close to back-to-back. And we knew things would be a little bit differently, in that first game at Cherokee. Their best player, top leading scorer, got in some foul trouble early, and we knew he'd be a little bit smarter with some of those. And he really kept them in the game in the first half. I believe he had 17 or 19 there in the first half, but really happy with how our guys responded and did much better on him defensively in the second half. And the third quarter was a huge quarter for us, and that's kind of what led us to the victory.
Well, on Friday, you would win 84-43, and then this time around last night, 78-42. So once again, holding them to right around that 42-43 mark. Defensive effort looks like it was outstanding again last night.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's when we're at our best, is when we're playing that hard defensively. We need to make sure that we continue to do that again tonight. And, our defense really initiates our offense. If we're, getting after them defensively, it usually leads to some easier buckets. And it was like that again last night.
Great. And do you remember any offensive leaders from last night's game?
Yeah, I don't remember the exact stats, but Dylan Stecker and Tyler Voss, again, had a couple really nice games. I think they were both either right at 20 or just over, just below, something like that. So those two led the way. And then another great output just by everyone. We had a lot of guys right around that, 7 to 10 mark. Anytime you can score about 80 points, there's a lot of guys who help fill it up. So it was just overall another great team game. We were sharing the ball a whole lot better starting since break, and it was a lot more of that last night.
Okay, great. Well, back to the conference again tonight. A quick turnaround, and you'll make the trip to the field house to take on Spencer. And first time around, Spencer would win January 5th, 66-64. That was a great game that night, and I expect tonight to be pretty good as well.
Yeah, I agree. The field house is always an extremely tough place to play. I don't care what the record is for anyone. It is always a very tough place to play. Spencer defensively is always going to play extremely tough. They did on January 5th. I expect them to do the same thing tonight. And tonight, really, we got to do a much better job handling their pressure, but also making sure that, we're not allowing Owen Olson to get going. I think he had right about 30 against us last time. We need to make sure that we kind of contain him a little bit better tonight.
Okay. Well, I think it'll be a fun matchup. Looking forward to it and looking forward to seeing how that turns out. Paul, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on the win, and best of luck against Spencer here this evening.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it.
That is Spirit Lake boys basketball coach Paul Brown joining us, and we'll talk Spencer boys basketball with Corey Petzenhauser next on KUOO.
Enjoy a taste of the islands at Snapper's Turtle Bay Cafe at Parks Marina. We're open daily at 11 with delicious island-style entrees and daily specials that include a local favorite island tacos, a close second to the lobster mac and cheese, or maybe you prefer the Boathouse burger, seared ahi tuna salad, or Cuban sliders. Join us at Snapper's, open daily at 11 for lunch and dinner all year long.
Fieldhouse in Spencer getting set for our boys matchup here this evening between Spirit Lake and Spencer. And up next, we're going to go to our starting lineups of our boys matchup, and that is presented by our friends at Central Bank and Central Insurance. They are there to make it happen for you. We'll be back after a word from Central Bank on KUOO and Explore Live Video. Presented by Central Bank and Central Insurance. They are there to make it happen for you. Let's start with the visiting Indians of Spirit Lake. Under Coach Paul Brown, 7-6. They are 5-1 and lead the Lakes Conference. And leading the way for the Indians, a 5'11 senior, number 1, Caden Hassel. A 6'5 senior, number 2, Tyler Voss. A 6'4 sophomore, number 20, Ethan Stecker. 6'4 sophomore, number 21, Dylan Stecker. And a 6'2 senior, number 24, Justin Ham. For the Tigers under Coach Corey Petzenhauser, 4-8. They are 2-3 in conference play. And I now realize I did not write them down. We have number 42, a 6'5 senior, Caleb Klein. Number 21, a 5'10 senior, Gavin Timmer. Number 15, 6'6 senior, Gavin Honkamp. Also number 3, a 5'10 senior, Riley DeWitt. And I believe number 2, the 6' senior, Owen Olson, rounds out the lineup for the Tigers this evening. Again, thanks to Central Bank and Insurance for sponsoring tonight's starting lineups. They're going to announce the starters here to the crowd momentarily. And in the meantime, let's take a look at some of the top-ranked boys squads from across the state of Iowa. Rankings that came out on Monday. In Class 4A, Cedar Rapids Kennedy is number 1, Sioux City East number 6. In Class 3A, Bondurant Farrar is number 1, MOC Floyd Valley 5, Bishop Heelan number 6. In Class 2A, Central Lyon is number 1, Western Christian number 3, Sioux Central comes in at number 6. Grandview Christian leads Class 1A, Remsen St. Mary's number 7, Lamar's Galen Catholic number 10. Top-ranked boys squads from across the state. Spencer won the girls matchup earlier tonight. If you're just joining us, 54-37, and now getting set for our boys contest. Let's take one more timeout and thank a few more sponsors. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll have the tip-off of Spirit Lake and Spencer boys next on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Spencer and Spirit Lake getting set to do battle in Lakes Conference boys basketball tonight on KUOO and Explore Live Video with Patrick on video and Michael, our audio engineer at Mission Control in Spirit Lake. I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks for joining us this evening. Spencer led by Owen Olson, 19.6 points per game. Riley DeWitt, 10.6 points per game. Gavin Honkamp, 4.3 points per game for the Tigers. Honkamp leads the Tigers on the rebounding front with 4.7 a game. Spirit Lake led by Tyler Voss, 18.8 points a game. Dylan Stecker, 16.9 points per game. And Voss leads the Indians rebound-wise with 13.2 points per game. Tip-off will be controlled by Spirit Lake, and a quick dunk for Dylan Stecker. Got an open lane and laid her in, and Spirit Lake will set up the press. Spencer will get it into the front court. Up ahead to Klein, now back out to DeWitt. DeWitt, top of the key. Goes into the corner, that's Olson. Olson, long two on the way. He gets it to go down. And we're tied at 2 here at the Fieldhouse, and Spencer will throw on a little pressure. Stecker will break it up ahead to Voss and now finds Hassel. This goes to Ethan. Ethan almost runs into Dylan, and now we got a blocking foul on Spencer. It's going to go against Owen Olson, I believe, as he got in the way and then fell down. Team foul number 1 as well. Hassel to inbound for the Indians, finds Voss. Out to Ethan. Now Voss can't handle the pass, and it'll be a turnover Indians. And Tigers back the other way. Olson to the free throw line. Dishes it down to DeWitt. Drives in baseline, nothing there. Now back out to Honkamp. And he'll hand it back to DeWitt. Honkamp in the corner for 3. That's going to be off the mark. Rebound goes to Dylan Stecker. We're tied at 2. Indians will go to Voss. Tyler puts it on the floor. Now Dylan. Dylan Stecker to the wing. Hassel. Skip pass to Ham. His 3 is no good. And the rebound goes to the Tigers. And DeWitt will bring it up. Good crowd tonight here at the Fieldhouse. Here's Klein. Looks to set a screen for Olson. Now they'll go back to Klein. Can't quite hang on to it. And out of bounds. Big boy couldn't quite corral that one in. Tied at 2, 6:11 to go here in the first quarter, and Spencer will bring Jack Behrens into the game for the first time tonight. So Ham will inbound for the Indians. Goes into Hassel. And again, Spencer with full court pressure, trying to set up a trap. Spirit Lake will break it. They get it ahead to Stecker, and it'll go off the leg of a Spencer player out of bounds. Dylan was looking for Ethan there. Coach Brown gets off his seat and calls the play. Now Cale Bruning in for the Tigers. And it will be Ham to inbound for the Indians. Stecker. Hands off Hassel. Throws it into the traffic, and Spencer comes away with a steal. Here's DeWitt trying to go coast to coast. Does. DeWitt gives the Tigers a 4-2 lead. And we're going to have a foul here. Hassel's going to draw a foul. DeWitt got behind him there and shoves. That'll be his first foul, team foul number 2. 5:44 to go, first period. 2-point lead for Spencer. Indians with the ball. Hassel crosses the timeline. Goes down to Voss. Surveys the floor, now back out to Dylan Stecker. Dylan Stecker back down to Voss, out to Ethan for 3. Ethan's shot is short. Ball tipped around, picked up by Voss. Another chance here for the Indians. Here's Dylan Stecker driving in. Bounce pass over to, who was that? To Voss, and he lays it in. Good effort there by Tyler Voss. We're tied at 4 with 5:10 to go first quarter. Olson brings it across the timeline, breaks the press, goes to the wing. Now back out for a 3 attempt. Bruning gets it to go. Spencer retakes the lead, 7-4. Stecker to Stecker. Ethan back up top to Hassel. Now down to Voss. Voss working on this defender underneath. Bounce pass out to Stecker. They'll swing it around. Here's Dylan Stecker for 3. No, too strong. Offensive rebound, though, goes Voss. Couple of offensive boards early for Voss. Hassel gets a screen, now back to Voss. Dishes it out to a wide-open Stecker for 3. No. Another offensive rebound. Power dribble, put back, no good. Rebound that time around to Spencer. Couple opportunities didn't go down for the Indians. On the other end, here's Timmer. Now back out to DeWitt. Drives in. Gonna draw a foul. It'll be a shove on Caden Hassel. And for Hassel, it'll be foul number 1. Team foul number 1 as well. 7-4 Spencer. 4:13 to go in the first quarter. Spirit Lake will bring Will Graves, Wes Walls. They'll come into the game. Let's see. Spencer's going to bring in Campbell Wessels. They'll bring back Caleb Klein. Who else did they bring into the game here? Ross Carlson. Tigers go into Bruning. He just canned a 3 a moment ago. Picks up the dribble now. Hands off. This is DeWitt. He'll shoot a three. Contested. Bounces around, no good. Rebound goes to Spirit Lake and Ham. Walls brings it up. Halfway through the first quarter. Here's Dylan Stecker. Drives the baseline. Has to get it back out. Does find Walls. Walls getting bumped around to Ham. Back up top, Voss. Driving in, Stecker. And we're going to foul on the floor. And I think that's going to go against Spencer, and they'll give Caleb Klein his first, team foul number 3. And foul on the floor. Spirit Lake to inbound underneath their own basket. It'll be Will Graves to inbound. Finds a cutting. Tyler Voss lays her in. And a timeout by Coach Corey Petzenhauser, who wants a quick timeout. And we will keep things right here and say thanks to Interior Sewing by Lisa, Lakes Regional Healthcare, Central Bank and Insurance, and CMBA Operations. Thanks to all of our great sports sponsors. Our broadcasts aren't possible without them. Please do business with those local sponsors. 7-6. Spencer's lead on Spirit Lake is 1 with 3:37 to go in the first quarter. We mentioned Okoboji girls got a win on Y100. That boys game underway between the Pioneers and George Little Rock. George Little Rock, who is in their final season in the Siouxland Conference. Many, many years for George Little Rock. And they will be moving out and basically trading spots with Unity Christian. They'll move George Little Rock into the more 1A-centric War Eagle Conference, and Unity Christian goes into the Siouxland next year. Spencer with the ball out of the timeout. Here's Campbell Wessels. Wessels, top of the key. Goes to the wing, DeWitt. DeWitt puts it on the floor, guarded closely by Will Graves. Lucky he didn't get called for a foul there. Now here's DeWitt. Into the corner, Wessels. Back out to DeWitt at the wing. DeWitt puts it back on the floor. Drives baseline. Pounces it back out to Carlson. Carlson into the lane. His floater won't go off the front of the rim, and Voss rips down the rebound for Spirit Lake. He's been great on the board so far. And Spirit Lake will go here to Ham, top of the key. Into the corner, Stecker. Back out to Voss at the wing. Stecker. Bounce pass back over to Voss. Voss will work on the defender and can't keep the handle on it and then turns it over. Spencer wants to throw it ahead, and it'll be way beyond the outstretched arms of Campbell Wessels, and they'll turn it right back over. New players for Spencer. Gavin Honkamp checks back in, as does Owen Olson. Spirit Lake will have the basketball here and will face some pressure. Stecker, this is Dylan, will put it on the floor. Somebody's got to help. Gets it ahead to Ham. Just about on the out-of-bounds line. He picks up his dribble, up ahead now to Voss. Voss to Walls in the lane. West off the glass. Good. What a nice move by the 6'2 freshman. Spirit Lake retakes the lead 8-7. Spencer, though, answers on the other end. They get it ahead to Honkamp, who was ahead of the defense. He lays it in 9-8 in favor of the Tigers. And on the other end, Spirit Lake up ahead to Voss. We're trading buckets. He lays it in. 10-9 Indians. Now the Tigers with it. They'll go to Olson at the wing. Olson. Nothing there. They'll swing it around Wessels. Thought about a shot. Passes it up. Gets it over to Carlson. Back to Wessels. Drives in left side. Nothing there. Good defense. He'll throw it out of bounds. Great defense by Spirit Lake that time around. Spencer gets their third turnover. And 3 new players for the Tigers. Jack Barron's back in. DeWitt checks back in, and so does Timmer. Indians will stay with the same 5 that they've been going with here for a little while, and it'll be brought up by Wes Walls, who just had a nice shot a moment ago. 10-9 Spirit Lake. Driving in here is Graves. Now they'll swing it around. Walls up top. Stecker over to Graves. Back out to Voss. Spencer trying to clog things up. Here's Voss. Over to Walls. Drives in right side. Tough shot. Won't go. He's fouled. Free throws coming up. A nice job by Walls. Shot clock was starting to wind down. And he draws the foul on who? It'll be Gavin Honkamp, his first, team foul number 4. Spirit Lake just with 1 foul so far. Walls to the line for the first time tonight and makes the first. Let's talk about the Indians' free throws. They make them 66% of the time as a team. Wes is a 59% free throw shooter as a freshman. And the 6'2 freshman shoots the second free throw. That one rolls around the rim, no good. Spencer gets the rebound, and almost traveling with it was Olsen. He'll bring it into the front court. Now finds Timmer. Timmer to Honkamp. Over to Olsen. Shot fake. Top of the key. Now they'll go to the wing, and drawing a foul is DeWitt. They're going to get Walls with a foul there. His first team foul, number 2. 54 seconds to go in the first period, 11-9 Indians. Tigers to inbound. Looking, they do find Honkamp. He'll put it on the floor, goes top of the key, and travels. 4th turnover on the Tigers, and that one unforced. Let's see what Spirit Lake can do here with 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Wes Walls will bring it up. Looks for a screen, now gets it back over to Stecker. Thought about a 3. Instead, Graves will shoot one. Wills in and out, no good. We're going to have a battle on the rebound. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Spencer. Good hustle play by, I believe it was Ethan Stecker. Yes. So shot doesn't go down for the Indians, but they are still 5 for 12 shooting in the first quarter. Not bad. And they lead by 2 with 37 seconds. 2-second differential between the shot and the game clock. DeWitt calls out the play for Spencer. A little confusion there. Maybe wants to go to Behrens. Now does. Behrens to the wing to Timmer. Timmer top of the key, and now back over to Honkamp. Back to DeWitt. 14 on the shot clock. DeWitt back out beyond the three-point line. Now drives in left side. Tries to bounce it over to Timmer. We've got 5 on the shot clock. Forcing up a 3 that doesn't go is Olsen. And Spirit Lake gets the rebound, and they put a shot up at the buzzer. That's going to be no good. I think it went off the front of the rim. As Walls. 11-9. Spirit Lake leads Spencer. Second quarter in a minute on KUOO.
Down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Okoboji Realty is a proud supporter of the Spirit Lake athletes and all the young athletes involved and driven for success. Good luck from Amy Maris and Mickey Harrington, real estate agents with Okoboji Realty. Dedicated to community, dedicated to you.
Second quarter with Spirit Lake leading Spencer 11-9 on KUOO and Explore Live Video. I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to Patrick on the video and Michael back at Mission Control doing a good job, guys, as always. And thanks to all of our wonderful sports sponsors for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Most importantly, thanks to you for listening or watching. Tigers had the ball to start the quarter, trailing by a pair. And driving in, Olsen had the lane, can't get the shot to go. Spencer recovers, though. I think he just kind of lost the handle on it. Here's a floater that will not go for Miller. And a putback attempt also doesn't go. Spirit Lake finally grabs the rebound. A couple of missed opportunities to tie it up there by the Tigers. Timmer and Miller on the other end. Hassel just about lost the handle on it. Gets it out to Ham. Now Hassel in the corner. Goes to the elbow to Sundahl, who's now into the game. Driving in and one. Justin Ham. That gets the Indians faithful to their feet. And who's the foul going to go on? It'll be Caleb Klein, his second, team foul number 5. So old-fashioned three-point opportunity for Justin Ham. And his free throw is no good. Rebound goes to Spencer. Lots of contact, nothing called. And it'll be Owen Olsen bringing it into the front court. To the wing to Timmer. Timmer. Bounce pass up top, Miller. Now they'll try to feed Caleb Klein in the paint. Klein, tough shot, won't go, but he's fouled. Free throws coming up. Nice move. Foul will go against Owen Meerbeek, who's into the game for Spirit Lake, giving big guy Tyler Voss a breather. First foul there on Meerbeek. 2 shots for Caleb Klein. The Tigers make their free throws 67% of the time as a team. And Caleb is a 60% free throw shooter. Not bad for the big guy. Another free throw coming up here for the 6'5 senior. In and out, falls back in. We got a 2-point game, 13-11, Spencer trailing Spirit Lake. 7:02 to go, first half. Ham picked up the dribble, finds Hassel in the corner. Now goes up top to Dylan Stecker. Dylan back over to Hassel. Free throw line, nothing there for Sundahl. Lost the handle on it. They're going to say he travels. Turnover number 4 on the Indians. Tigers have 4 as well. They can tie it up or take the lead here with a 3. Wessels will bring it up for Spencer. 5'10 senior finds Caden Miller, another senior. Bounce pass back to Wessels. Goes up top to Olsen. Olsen from the elbow. Got it to go. Owen Olsen has 4 points. Spencer's tied it up at 13. 6:20 to go, first half. Stecker drives in. Offensive foul called. Offensive foul on Dylan Stecker. That'll be the 5th turnover on Spirit Lake. First foul on Stecker. Team foul number 3. And we'll see some people trade in and out. Ethan Stecker will relieve his brother. Voss checks in for Meerbeek. Spirit Lake will stay with the others, same 3. Spencer made some adjustments as well. Jack Behrens is back into the game, so is Riley DeWitt. Miller driving in there, now back out to DeWitt. DeWitt dribbles towards the top. Ross Carlson, the other Tiger, into the game. They'll lose the handle on it inside. Spirit Lake comes away with a steal. That was Hassel to Sundahl into the front court. Now goes to Ham at the wing. Skip pass over to Stecker. This is Ethan. Puts it on the floor. Spin move. Now back out to Sundahl. He'll swing it over to Hassel. Shot up from the baseline. That went down. I don't know how. That was a difficult angle. 15-13 Indians. Now the Tigers work with it. DeWitt goes up top. Carlson. Carlson goes down to Behrens at the block. Goes cross court over to Olsen. He'll bring it back around. Now Olsen drives in. And his shot is swatted out. They're going to call a foul on Justin Ham. They'll say Ham got him on the arm. So it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Owen Olsen, the senior. Olsen is a 74% free throw shooter for Spencer. First free throw on the way and got it to go. Our broadcast tonight thanks to Jurdy Collision Center, MHR Insurance, Northwest Iowa Bone Joint and Sports Surgeons, and the Venue. Owen Olsen can tie it up here with a free throw with 5:22 to go, first half. And that is good, and we're tied at 15. Good one here between the Indians and the Tigers. Full court pressure from Spencer. Caden Hassel will bring it up for Spirit Lake. Goes towards the middle of the floor. Goes and finds Ham. Now they'll try to dish it inside to Voss, and it'll be stolen away. Nice defense by Olsen. Olsen into the front court. Finds DeWitt. Now they'll swing it into the corner. That's Honkamp. Now he'll dribble it back out. They'll go down to the block to Behrens. Behrens spin move. Nothing there against Voss. He will get the shot off, but it won't go down. And Spirit Lake will come away with the rebound. Great defense by Tyler Voss. Hassel tries to go all the way. Now swings it around to Ham. They'll now find Graves. Voss, top of the key. Thinking about a 3 was Hassel. They'll go back over to Ham. He'll drive right side. Got it to go. Ham's got 4. And the Indians retake the lead 17-15. Been a great back and forth battle first half. Here's DeWitt. Out to Honkamp. Now they'll go top of the key. Carlson. Carlson into the lane. Driving. Shot up. No. Rebound will go to Voss. And an outlet to Hassel. 4:12 to go first half. 2-point lead yet for the Indians, looking for more. Here's Ham. Puts it on the floor. Ball poked free, out of bounds. They'll say it was last touched by Ham. Turnover number 7. And Wes Walls will check in here for Ham. Tigers brought, what did they do? They brought Klein back into the game here. Klein, DeWitt, Wessels is in, Carlson's still in, and so is Honkamp. Honkamp with it now. Picks up the dribble. Out to Wessels. Drives in left side. Ball tipped around, and Voss almost had a steal. He's going to get fouled by Klein. Klein collided with him. And turnover number 6 on the Tigers. Jack Behrens will check in again here for Klein, who's not pleased with himself. 17-15 Spirit Lake, 3:50 to go here until halftime, and Walls will bring it up for the Indians. Walls into the lane, dishes it out, 3, Graves, got her to go! Will Graves with his first tray of the night. Largest lead of the game for either team, 20-15 Spirit Lake. DeWitt now over to Carlson at the wing. Tried to look for a screen, almost got in the way of DeWitt. Now DeWitt has it. Goes down to Behrens. Behrens surveys the floor, makes a move back out to DeWitt. He'll try to shoot it from the free throw line. That won't go. Rebound will end up in the hands of who else? Tyler Voss. Into the front court. Walls. Out to Hassel for a tray. No. And the rebound ripped down by Spencer and Honkamp. DeWitt goes over to Carlson, drives in left side, now backs it out. Got to find somebody, does find Behrens. Behrens will drive in left side, nice move, but can't get the shot to go. More good defense by who else but Tyler Voss. And Hassel will bring it up for the Indians with 2:40 to play first half. Skips it out, another 3 attempt, Graves, no. That time around, the rebound will go to Spencer. Tigers get it ahead to Carlson. Spin move in the lane, and it's good off the glass. Ross Carlson into the books for the first time tonight. On the other end, Walls brings it up. 2017 Spirit Lake, 2:15 to play first half. Been a good, entertaining half of basketball. Now Graves over to Walls, puts it on the floor. Hands off Stecker. Right wing, Hassel tries to get it inside to Voss. Off the glass, count it! Got collided, got the shot off, gets the foul. Jack Behrens picks up his first foul. That is team foul number 6 on Spencer. 7th on Spencer, excuse me. 22-15 Indians. And Tyler Voss, who's got 8 so far, looking to add more right here. Free throw's good. 23-17 Spirit Lake. Under 2 to play first half. Now here's Cale Bruning. He's into the game for Spencer. Out to Wessels. They'll go down here to Behrens. Behrens, spin move in the paint. Nothing there. Another good defensive move by Voss. He just clogged it up. Nowhere to go with it. Now the Indians will try to add more offense again. Leading by 6. They'll go over for Stecker for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound goes to Spencer. Bruning has it. He'll bring it up here. 6'1 sophomore, hands off to Wessels. Wessels drives in left side. His tough shot will not go. Spencer's been cold. Rebound goes again to Voss. Hassel to Walls. Minute 12 to go first half. 6-point lead for Spirit Lake. This is Ethan Stecker. Now Dillon puts it on the floor. Spin move in the paint. Shot is up. Got it to go. Dillon has 4 for Spirit Lake. Their lead is now 8. On the other end, Spencer gets ahead of the defense but can't make the bunny underneath. Spirit Lake with another rebound, and they'll find a cutting Stecker, and he'll lay it in. That's Ethan that time around, and now we got a timeout by Coach Ori Petzenhauser, who has seen the lead grow to 10. 27-17 Spirit Lake, 48 seconds to go first half. We're back in 30 seconds, KUOO.
Pizza Ranch of Spirit Lake is proud to sponsor the great local athletes in the Iowa Great Lakes. When great food meets great prices, it has to be Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, salad, whatever you're in the mood for, it has to be Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake. Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
#17. Spencer trailing Spirit Lake here in our boys matchup. Late first half. We're going to have Spirit Lake girls head basketball coach Todd Rogers join us here at halftime. We'll go ahead and bring him in here right as we hit halftime. So just a heads up to Michael back in the studios on that end to be ready for that. 10-point lead for the Indians. Been a good first half. And really, on the glass, it's been a great first half for Tyler Voss. He's got 9 points to go along with it, but he's got to have at least 10 rebounds already. All right, here we go. Honkamp will inbound here to DeWitt for the Tigers, who really desperately need a basket here before halftime. Timmer hands off to Olsen. He's going to draw a foul. He had a little collision there with Caden Hassel. He'll pick up foul number 2. And that is team foul number 6. Indians will bring Ryder Sundahl in here so that Hassel doesn't get the second foul or third foul here before halftime. 39 seconds to go. Tigers to Honkamp. Now hands off to DeWitt. Loses the handle on it. That was Olsen actually. Now top of the key, Timmer. Now DeWitt has it. Spin move towards the lane. Out for a 3, Bruning. No. Rebound. Who's going to get it? It'll be Spirit Lake. Stecker up ahead in the front court. Layup and 1. Ethan Stecker with 2 more. He's got 4 in the first half. And the foul goes against 2. It'll be Cale Bruning, and that's his first 8th team foul. So Ethan Stecker will attempt the old-fashioned three-point play. Ethan on the year, 77% free throw shooter. And the free throw too strong off the back iron. Brother got the rebound. Putback is there for Dylan Stecker. The boards have been cleaned up by Spirit Lake here in the first half. They lead by 14, and losing the handle on it is Spencer. And then they almost got it back. Owen Olsen, good hustle play after he turned it over. It'll be Spirit Lake ball underneath their own basket. Who's coming in? It'll be Will Graves to give Ham a breather. Walls to inbound. Does find Graves. 5 seconds. Got to do something with it. Here's Voss. Voss drives baseline. Kicks it out. Well, we're going to have an offensive foul called on Voss. That'll be his first foul. And the Indians turn it over. Well, good job of getting set defensively by Spencer. It was 1-on-2 there. So Spencer will have 1.4 to work with it here, trailing by 14. Timmer will inbound. Does find Honkamp. They won't get the shot off, though. And that's the end of the first half. Spirit Lake 31, Spencer 17. Indians playing some pretty good basketball here at the Fieldhouse. We'll do some more recapping on that in just a bit. Let's bring in Spirit Lake girls head basketball coach Todd Rogers now on our halftime show, sponsored by our friends at Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better. Coach, you fell in the girls contest tonight to Spencer, 54-37, and you just couldn't buy a bucket in that first quarter and part of the third quarter, and really that was kind of the difference in this one tonight.
You know, that was, and you just can't get behind a good team like Spencer. And you look at their 3 losses on the year, 2 to Esterville, 1 to Newfoundland, and there's a reason for that. They're just so physical. You know, we just didn't handle their physicality very well. You know, it wasn't a great matchup. You know, we knew that coming in. We tried to get them in an up-tempo game, and, you know, they got back on defense, and they could really man pressure you in the half court. We just couldn't get anything going right away. we cut into it. We got it close to maybe 6 points, something like that. We just couldn't get over the hump every night. And like you said, the start of the second half didn't help either.
No, I thought when you were able to get the ball inside to Fran Travis, though, good things happened.
Yep. No, she's really coming along. You look at the last few games she's put together, both Cherokee games and here in Spencer, and she's finishing. She's becoming dominant. She's finding the open girl on the outside there. So that's going to be huge for us, and she's worked so hard at it. So that was a big plus, when we go forward there. And we just got to learn to handle that physicality, but we're getting there. And it's not for a lack of playing good teams, I'll tell you that.
Well, that's very true. And you know what? Nobody's going to know it maybe just looking at the record, but you've beaten some of these good teams, right? I mean, Cherokee's ranked, and you beat Unity Christian early in the year. I thought Abby Scott has come a long ways as well, Coach.
She has. She's felt, came in after, Ella went down there, and I thought she did a great job defensively. I mean, Jada Piercy, she is
very
just
good.
Tough to stop, and I think we held her to 18, something like that. I mean, she's just, and Abby was on her, and everything that Jada got, she earned tonight. There's no doubt about that. And they just had the pieces to go around them. But no, Abby and her shots come along. Abby's shots come along. Hit some threes there, and she's attacking. So, no, really like her progress, and only a sophomore.
Well, let's back up to last night. Tell me about the win over Cherokee in overtime, correct?
In overtime. We have our second overtime win of the year. But, it was just a back-and-forth game. We felt like we really let that one slip away down at Cherokee. We got off to such a slow start, kind of like here, and we fought back, and we just ran out of time. But we started right away and held a 1-point lead at halftime, and I thought we started to pull away a little bit. Like, neither team led by very many points. We got up to like maybe 5 or 6, but they're talented. They've got the outside shooting, the attacking, and that was a really good win. Just a really great team win, and again, Fran had a good game inside. We had, I think, 3 girls in double figures, 2 with 8. So it was a really good balance. A great win for us.
Now, upcoming sports schedule, is it Esterville next Friday?
Esterville Friday. Then we go over to Nyack College at Mason City, and we'll play Vinton Shellsburg.
Okay.
And I think they're ranked maybe 10th or 11th in 3A, and kind of similar to what we are. They play the good competition in the Walmack, and honestly, that'll be a great game to get ready for regionals, and then we'll have Sunday off and come back Monday, Tuesday with Pocahontas Monday at home and Western Christian Tuesday at home.
So a busy slate here yet to come.
Right.
And then, of course, tournament time right around the corner. But there is, if you can, just consistently get a four quarters put together offensively, you like your chance in any game.
We do. We're battle tested. We know we can, beat the good teams. We know we can win the close ball games too, and even in overtime. And so we just got to become a little bit more consistent on offense, hit those threes, be a little bit more aggressive. And we were a step slow tonight. I mean, that game last night, but Spencer, they had a lot to do with it tonight. And give them credit, and hopefully they get a good draw in regionals because they deserve it. They're a really nice team.
Their only losses are to Newell Fonda and ELC twice.
Right.
I'm sorry that those 2 schools are better than a lot of 4A teams.
Oh, definitely, and. It's a shame that they're only ranked 15th or 14th, something like that. They should
just not enough 4A teams in this part of the state.
No, and they should be a lot higher. And I hope they don't put them with like North Polk or Dallas Center, something like that. Maybe send them down south to Glenwood area, because they deserve it. They've put together a really good season.
Well, Coach, good luck next Friday against ELC. Give Donna a little scare there at home next Friday, all right?
I figure it's going to be like a regional game. That place will be packed, and it'll be loud. It'll be a lot of fun.
It will. Good luck, Coach. Thanks for coming up. Always good to see you.
Always see you, too. Thanks for the coverage.
You bet. Spirit Lake Girls Head Basketball Coach Todd Rogers joining us here at halftime. Indians fall to the Tigers tonight in this one, 54-37. Let's go ahead and take a timeout here. Let's take a 3-minute timeout if we could, guys. Our boys' halftime score is Spirit Lake leading Spencer 31-17. We'll be back in 3 minutes on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
At Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better, driven to serve better.
Halftime sponsored by Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better. Spirit Lake leads Spencer 31-17. Welcome back on KUOO and Explore Live Video. I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks to Patrick running the video and Michael back at KUOO Mission Control. Let's take a look at first half stats for the Indians. Hot shooting, 9 for Tyler Voss, 6 for Dylan Stecker, 4 for Ethan Stecker, 4 for Justin Ham, 3 for Wes Walls, 3 for Will Graves, and 2 for Caden Hassel. 8 turnovers unofficially for the Indians, who shot 54% in the first half, 13 of 24 unofficially. For the Tigers, 6 from Owen Olson. He led their scores. 2 for Riley DeWitt, 2 for Gavin Honkamp, 2 for Ross Carlson, 3 for Cale Bruning, and 2 for Caleb Klein. 7 turnovers on the Tigers. They were just 6 of 22 in the first half for 27% shooting. That is the difference in this one. And also, the offensive and defensive rebounds in the first half of Tyler Voss, definitely a difference maker for Spirit Lake. There was not much in terms of second chance points for Spencer, and Voss was sucking everything up on the other end as well for Spirit Lake. So a good first half for the Indians. They led 11-9 after the first quarter and then opened it up, outscoring Spencer 20-8 in that second quarter, 31-17, our halftime score, with Spirit Lake leading Spencer. Let's take one more 1-minute timeout. Second half coming up next on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we invest in economic development, safety, youth, and charitable programs. We are committed to the communities we serve.
Powering communities, improving lives at your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Pub 19 is open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. with limited seating. Dine in or carry out every Friday night. You can enjoy the in-house smoked prime rib. Pub 19 at Okoboji View Golf Course on Highway 86 in Spirit Lake. And check out their new menu items at pub19barngrill.com.
At Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company. Driven to serve better. Driven to serve better.
We're getting set for the start of the second half of our boys matchup between Spirit Lake and Spencer, and the Indians lead 31-17. Girls final from earlier tonight saw Spencer beat Spirit Lake 54-37. I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks for joining us. Indians with the basketball. Ham puts it on the floor. Bounce pass down to Dylan Stecker. Now back out to Ham. They'll go to Tyler Voss. Now here's Dylan Stecker again. Voss drives in. Shot up. No. Second chance. No. Spencer comes away with it. Riley DeWitt. Tigers were very cold late second half, or second quarter, that is. Olsen now. Shoots the three. Got it to go. It's just the second three-pointer of the game for Spencer. And they cut the lead to 11. Here's Ham. Ham goes into the corner to Hassel. Goes to Voss in the lane. Puts it on the floor. Tough shot. Won't go. Pretty good defense there by Spencer. Indians 0 for 2 to start the half. Olsen at the wing. Now dribbles to the free throw line. Puts up a tough shot. Maybe a little contact there. It's no good. Rebound goes to Spirit Lake. Hassel back the other way. Hassel goes down to the block to Voss. He'll put it on the floor. Bounce pass over to Stecker. It's going to be stolen away. It's Olsen, and he'll lay it in on the other end. Olsen's got 5 for Spencer here to start the half. Lead down to 9. Hassel puts it on the floor, goes to Ethan Stecker. Now Dylan, free throw line, shot up, no. And Spencer can't control the rebound. Klein and Honkamp hit each other. We have a halftime score on Y100. George Little Rock all over Okoboji, 42-23. Okoboji won that game the first time around. Spirit Lake goes in to Voss, and he'll be fouled, attempting a left-handed layup. Foul will go against Caleb Klein. That's 4 already on him. He's going to have to go to the bench. Free throws coming up for Tyler Voss, who's had a good night tonight for the Indians. First one on the way, and that's good. Spirit Lake's on the board here in the second half. Voss for the Indians, 58% free throw shooter, averages about 19 points a game. Another free throw here off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound will be squared away by Olsen, and up ahead to Timmer. Now back to DeWitt. DeWitt. Now, not a whole lot of places to go with it. They try to go down to the block, and ball's going to be a jump ball called. Unable to corral it there was Timmer, and he ended up on the, or check that, Barons, and he ended up on the floor. Spirit Lake got a hand on it, and it'll remain Spencer basketball after jump ball called. 10-point lead for Spirit Lake. 5:59 to go. What do we got here? And we got a clock violation here. They're going to adjust things here. Gives us an opportunity to thank a few of our sponsors, like Lakes Regional Healthcare, Central Bank and Insurance, Okoboji Motor Company, and the Eye Care Center. Thank you all. 32-22 Indians, and they're going to tick some time off the clock. 5:45 to go, third quarter. Spencer has cut 4 points off the lead here in the third quarter so far, 2 minutes in. And they will have the basketball here. It'll be DeWitt. Looking for someone, finds Olsen for 3. Ooh, rolls around the rim, no good. Had a good look at it. Rebound goes to Spirit Lake. Up ahead to Ethan Stecker. Cross court, Hassel. Now back to Ethan. Goes down to Voss. Back out to Dylan Stecker. Dylan Drives towards the paint now. He'll swing it around to Ethan for three. Got it to go. First tray of the night for Ethan Stecker. First field goal made for the Indians in the second half. Lead back to 13. Here's DeWitt. A lot of pressure from Spirit Lake. Try to get him trapped there in that corner. Now Spencer will swing it around to Hancom. Back to Olsen. Hancom will feed. Behrens gets it poked free from Voss, but they're going to call him for a reach-in foul. It'll be 2 on Tyler Voss. Team foul number 1 this half on the Indians. Spirit Lake will bring Walls into the game here for Ethan Stecker. No, check that. It was not for Ethan. He came out of the game there. Not sure. I think it was Hassel. Tigers with the ball. DeWitt drives in left side, shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Stecker. Indians ahead to Walls. Now we'll swing it around. This is Dylan Stecker. Dylan feeding Voss, puts it on the floor. Oop, tries to throw it back to Walls. Beyond the outstretched arms. Turnover number 10 on the Indians. 4:50 to play third quarter. 35-22 Spirit Lake. Timmer to inbound for the Tigers. Now DeWitt looks for a screen. Fighting through it was Stecker. To Olsen. Olsen wants a screen. A little screen there from Behrens, and then he spun around and they fed him, and he'll lay it in. Nice move. Lead back to 11. Walls tries to feed it down to, Voss, and they poke it free to the Tigers. So Spirit Lake will inbound here in front of the Tigers fan base. It'll be Ham. And he finds Walls now into the corner to Ethan Stecker. Defense collapses. Ethan back out to Dylan. Skip pass to Ham. Couldn't quite hang on to it. He steps out of bounds. Turnover number 11. Ugh. Hassel will check back in here for the Indians. Their lead is 11 with 4:18 to play third quarter. As sloppy as Spirit Lake's been, Spencer's only made 2 more field goals this half. DeWitt will bounce it over to Miller. Now gets it to Olsen. Olsen dribbles down to the baseline. Tough shot. No. Rebound's going to go to who? Well, Stecker had it for a moment. Now he'll corral it. And an outlet here to Walls. Walls wants to run with it. Tough shot. Layup good for Wes Walls. Good hustle play. 37-24 Indians. 3:48 to go third quarter. Now DeWitt passes off to Timmer. They'll go up to Behrens. They'll get it back to Olsen now. Down inside to Behrens. Gets it back out. Miller. 3 is good. That is Caden Miller's first points of the ball game. Lead back down to 10. Now Walls over to Dylan Stecker. Puts it on the floor. Back out to Hassel. Here's Voss with it at the elbow. And we're going to have a foul. Oh, offensive foul. Oh, Voss can't believe it. There's his third foul. We're going to give him a breather. And Ethan Stecker's going to check in here. A moving screen foul there. 37-27, Spirit Lake leading. Wessels brings it up for Spencer. To Miller. Bounces it to Olsen. Little bounce pass back down to Behrens. Can't get the bunny, though, to go. Missed opportunity there. Walls back the other way. Ahead to Dylan. Stecker drives in. They'll skip it over to Ethan. Shot fake, drives in along the baseline. Can't make the shot. And we're going to have a foul on the rebounds. And that is going to go against Ham. That'll be his second. Team foul number 3. So Spencer will get the ball back here. And it'll be Olsen to bring it up here with 2:45 to go third quarter. Still a 10-point game. Olsen tried to go through the defense, lost the handle on it. That'll be turnover number 8. Sloppy the last few minutes here on both sides. Here's Will Graves now for Spirit Lake. He'll give Ham a breather. So it'll be Hassel, Graves, Walls, and both Steckers. Walls. We'll swing it around here. Back out to Wes. To Dylan. Now back out to Graves. Here's Dylan Stecker. Skip pass into the corner. Driving in Hassel. Out to Dylan Stecker. Drives in. Layup won't go. Foul. Free throws will come. And the foul will go against who? Gavin Timmer, I believe. No? Let's double check. And they're going to confirm that. Okay, they're going to change it. It'll be Gavin Honkamp, his second. Team foul number 2 this half. Indians have 3 team fouls. All right, Dylan Stecker to the line for the first time tonight. This free throw is good. He'll get another one here in a moment. Thanks to the venue, Northwest Iowa Bone Joint and Sports Surgeons, MHR Insurance, and Jurdy Collision Center for all sponsoring the broadcast. Stecker's second free throw coming up with 2:17 to go third quarter, and it's good. Lead back to 12, 39-27 Spirit Lake. DeWitt hands off to Carlson. Carlson drives in left side. Ooh, nice job splitting the defense, just lays her in. Defense let the junior go around him. Spencer's 5 for 10 shooting third quarter. Hassel will bring it up for Spirit Lake. Just about lost the grip on it. Out to Graves. Now over to Walls for 3. No. And a rebound goes to Spencer. Honkamp corralled it that time around. Here's a long, well, they're going to say it's a 3. Shot up no good for Spencer. Rebound goes to Dylan Stecker. Hassel will bring it up. Minute 38 to go third quarter. Hassel looks for a screen, gets it back over to Dylan Stecker. Drives in, passes it off to Ethan. Ethan lays it in. Ethan's got 9. And Spirit Lake's lead is back to 12. 41-29. Spencer on the other end. Can't quite hang on to it. Turnover number 9. And the Tigers will bring Timmer and Behrens back in. Minute 18 to go third quarter. Indians will face some full court pressure. Graves. Picked up the dribble, and now we're going to get a timeout by Coach Paul Brown. Wants to make sure they didn't have a turnover there. 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. Back after this on KUOO.
This bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
.129, Spirit Lake leads Spencer. A minute 12 to go third quarter. Walls to Stecker. Dylan puts it on the floor. Now he's about trapped, turns it over. Spencer poked it free. It was picked up by Behrens. Here's Timmer to Behrens. Bounces it over to DeWitt. Now they'll go left side. Driving in Timmer. Bounces to Behrens. Defense collapses. Back out to DeWitt. He'll drive into the lane. He took an extra step. No, they're going to say a foul. Oh, okay. And he took this step because Will Graves shoved him. Ham will check back in here for the Indians, and Olsen is back in for Spencer. 41-29. Spirit Lake clinging to a 12-point lead here. Spencer can't quite handle the inbounds play. We're going to have a steal on the inbounds and then a foul. It'll go against Spencer, and they're going to get Jack Behrens, I think, with the foul. His second, team foul number 3. It's been a little sloppy here, third quarter. Walls. Puts it on the floor. Gets across he gets shoved before he gets across the timeline. It'll be Owen Olson, I believe, picking up a foul this time around. Team foul number 4. Second on Olson. Ham to inbound again. He'll find Walls. Gets into the front court, gets around the defender, into the lane. Tough shot, no. And the rebound goes to Spencer. 28 seconds to go. Tigers up ahead to Miller. He'll drive in baseline. Skips it out for a 3 from DeWitt. Got it to go. Big three-pointer for Spencer. Cuts the lead back to 9. Spirit Lake on the other end. Stecker for 3. No, off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to the Tigers. They've got 9 seconds to work with it. Olson has it here. Now 5 seconds on the clock. And Coach Petzenhauser says, hey, wake up. We got no time here. 1 second, he'll put it up. That is no good, and that's the end of the third quarter. Well, the Tigers have made it a game here at the Fieldhouse. Spirit Lake leads 41-32. Fourth quarter in a minute on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Hot Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
The fourth quarter at the Fieldhouse with Spirit Lake leading Spencer 41-32. Good boys matchup here on KUOO and Explore Live Video. I'm Jason Jacobs. Patrick running the video. Mikey on the KUOO audio controls. Thanks to all the sponsors. And Spencer just about gets a steal. In fact, well, they're going to say I think they kicked it. It will remain Spirit Lake basketball. Indians got a little lucky there because I'm telling you, there was a very fine window there that Spencer almost had a steal. Here's Walls for 3. No. Rebound goes to Spencer. Spirit Lake's been kind of cold this half. I have them only making 3 field goals. And the Tigers working with it here. Miller into the corner, Olson. Olson to Behrens. Now Miller. Over to Timmer. Gets it to DeWitt. Now they thought about going to Olson, but miscommunication between him and Jack Behrens, and it goes out of bounds. Still a 9-point lead for Spirit Lake. Oh, we're going to see Caleb Klein check back in. He has 4 fouls. He'll relieve Behrens. And Spencer wants to continue the press. Well, it's been successful. That they've managed to just kind of hang around with it. Here's Graves. Thought about a 3 for a second. Now he'll put it on the floor. Bounce pass over to Sundahl. Spencer trying real hard to go for a steal. Indians will go out here to Hassel. He's going to lose the handle on it, but that's because Olson shoved. That'll be the 3rd foul on Olson, team foul number 5. So Hamill inbound for Spirit Lake. And they'll go in here to Graves. And he gets fouled too. Yeah, that's easily a blocking foul to win. Spencer has been, going all out for the steal, and certainly they're trying to play some good defense, but right now they're just fouling. That'll be the width. That should be number 2 on him. 6th team foul. Hassel goes to Sundahl. Now over to Ham in the corner. Now back up top to Hassel. Caden puts it on the floor. Bounce pass down to Sundahl. Out to Ham. Skip pass over to Graves. He'll bounce it to Voss. Let's see what Tyler does with it here. Now back out to Sundahl. Hassel thought about a 3. 11 on the shot clock. Back to Graves. Graves. Tough shot from the free throw line is no good. The rebound goes to Spencer. Olsen up ahead to Timmer. Back out to Olsen. Now the big fella Klein will hand it off to Miller. They'll go back out to Timmer, top of the key, driving in right side. DeWitt. And we're going to get a foul here. Miller will get fouled by Justin Ham. That'll be his third. Steckers are going to check back in here for the Indians. Put a little more size on the floor here. Still a 9-point game. 41-32, 6:08 to go fourth quarter. Tigers will get it in here to Timmer. Now over to Olsen. DeWitt thought about a 3 at the wing. Puts it on the floor instead. DeWitt to Klein. Now back over to Olsen. Gives it back to Klein in the paint. Shot up. No. Rebound goes to Voss. Pretty good defense there by the Indians. Into the front court. Hassel gets it. His pass intercepted. Nice job, Olsen. Now the ball will be knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Stecker. Somehow in all of that, Voss ended up on the floor. So it'll be Spencer basketball. Cale Bruning will inbound here. 5:39 to play. 41-32 Spirit Lake. I feel like we've been stuck on this score for a while now. Bruning will go into DeWitt. Bounce pass over to Carlson. Now Klein. Sets a screen for Olsen. Little give and go. Turned it over. Voss comes away with the steal. Hassel. Bounce pass over to Ham. Now back to Hassel. He'll hand it off to Dylan Stecker. Dylan to the free throw line to Ham. Shot fake. Drives right side. Gets his defender away and then lays it in. Good strong move to the basket there by Ham. 43-32 Indians. Carlson drives the baseline. Layup won't go because I think it was blocked by Voss. And Indians will go ahead to Stecker. This is Dylan. Bounce pass to Voss. Little give and go. Stecker lays it in. Good feed. And a timeout by Coach Petzenhauser as the Indians put the lead back to 13. 4:41 to play in this one. It's 45-32 Indians, and we're back in 30 seconds on KUOO.
Hot Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
45-32, Spirit Lake leads Spencer. Midway through the fourth quarter of this one, 4:41 to go. Thanks for joining us. Indians have led at all breaks, and they've led by as much as 14. That's what they led by at halftime, 31-17. They went 11-9 after 1, 41-32 after 3, and now leading by 13 again. Let's see if they can finish this one out. Spencer has been very good defensively in this one, but they have not been able to get the points to fall. Here's DeWitt. Goes over to Olsen. Bounce pass in the corner. 3 on the way. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Spirit Lake and Voss. Now Hassel. Gets it ahead to Stecker. Spencer wants to press. Stecker will just get it into the front court. Dylan tries to go all the way. Layup, no. Fouled. Free throws coming up. What a nice move by Dylan Stecker. And the foul on Spencer will go on Caleb Klein, and he's going to foul out with 2 points tonight. And they're going to call on Gavin Honkamp here. 4:17 to play. It's a 13-point lead. It'll be 2 free throws here for Dylan Stecker. Dylan is an 80% free throw shooter, makes the first. Thanks to great sponsors for sponsoring the broadcast: CNB Operations, Central Bank and Insurance, Lakes Regional Healthcare, and Interior Sewing by Lisa. Second free throw, good. Stecker 4 for 4 at the line. The lead is 15. DeWitt back to Olsen. Olsen into the front court, gets around the defenders and lays it in. Nice speed by Owen Olsen. 4 minutes to play. On the other end, Stecker ahead of the defense. This is Ethan who lays it in this time around. And a nice feed as well. 15-point lead holds. DeWitt, top of the key, drives right side, kicks it out to Timmer. Now they'll go top of the key, Honkamp. He hands it off to DeWitt for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound goes to the Indians. And Hassel will bring it across the timeline. Now throws it down inside. That's Stecker. And count the bucket. Dylan that time around. Wow. Gavin Timmer picks up his first. That'll be team foul number 8. Let's see if Stecker can stay perfect at the line. And the free throw for Dylan is good. And the lead grows again. Now 52-34 Indians, 3:25 to play. It's Olsen. The 3 is off the mark. No, and the rebound goes to Voss. He hasn't had as many rebounds second half, but he had some good ones. And Hassel to Stecker. Stecker to Stecker. Now we're going to go over to Ham. Into Voss. And count the bucket and the foul. The feeds from the Spirit Lake players off the wing has been good here in the last couple of minutes. And the foul will go against Gavin Honkamp. He's got 3. 9 now on the Tigers. Tyler Voss can complete a 3-point play and does. And the Indians have pulled away. They lead 55-34 with 3 minutes to play. Bruning up top. This is Honkamp. Now over to the wing. Out to DeWitt. DeWitt finds Timmer. Bounce pass down to Honkamp. They tries to feed Olsen. Spirit Lake will come away with a steal, and then Spencer will steal it right back. This time it was Timmer that got in the way of the pass. Now a 3 on the way for Carlson. Rolls around the rim, no good. Offensive putback, no good. Spirit Lake can't quite hang on to the rebound. So a couple of missed shots there for Spencer. We have a final on Y100. It was George Little Rock 63, Okoboji 43. And Timmer will get the inbound for the Tigers. Here's Olsen. Drives into the paint. Tough shot, won't go. Rebound will go to Spirit Lake. Out of bounds. 2:25 to play. Spirit Lake leads by 21. Going to try to close this one out. Dylan Stecker gets the inbound here. Up ahead to Hassel as Spencer's trying to press. We'll find Ethan Stecker. His shot is up and good. Nice job of breaking the press by Spirit Lake. 2:10 to play on the other end. Honkamp goes top of the key to Witt. Remember, Spencer won this game by 2 the first time around. That's a nice drive to the bucket by DeWitt. He gets fouled. Free throw's coming up. But man, the Tigers just could not buy a bucket at times here tonight. Caden Hassel picks up foul number 3. That's the 6th team foul. So 2 shots here for Riley DeWitt. First trip to the line tonight, makes the first. Thanks to some more great sponsors. They include Spirit Lake Community School District, Okoboji View and Pub 19, Pizza Ranch, Dr. Craig Newell, and McKean's Pub and Grill. The Steckers will get a breather. Spirit Lake checks some new players into the game, including a face we haven't seen in a while here for Spirit Lake. More on that here in a second. Or a face I haven't seen in a while. Indians got Braden Teesfeld back in the game. Good to see Braden back in. Here's Hassel. DeWitt made both free throws there for the Indians, or for the Tigers. Here's a nice feed inside. Voss will lay it in for Spirit Lake. Spencer going to feed Olson. He'll lay it in. 1:15 to play. 59-38 Indians. Hassel to Tiesfeld. Tiesfeld. Bounce pass. Oh, that one's going to get stolen away. Here comes Timmer, and he'll get bumped and count the bucket. Nice drive by him. It's going to be too little too late in this one. Who's the foul going to go against there for Spirit Lake? They did not even march it down. Doesn't matter. Free throw coming up here for Gavin Timmer. With 1:02 to play, he makes it. Toby Moeller's going to check in for Spencer. Let's see. They've got Tyler Story on the floor. Who else is on the floor for Spencer? Dalton Flickema, Spirit Lake. Corbin Quantz is on the floor. Sundall's on the floor. Here's Tiesfeld. Braden behind the back pass. Nice job there. Tunglin in the lane. Tyler Tunglin scores for the Indians. 61-41. Elijah Hookfin now for Spencer. Into the lane. His floater won't go, and the rebound goes to the Tigers and Van Munson. They give it back to Hookfin. Now up top, Story. Hands off to, who is that? 30 is Flickema. Now they'll kick it back out. Drive in there by Munson, and they can't quite hang on to it with Flickema, and it'll go out of bounds. 19 seconds in this one. Tyler Tunglin will inbound here to Sundall. Who else is in there for Spirit Lake? Meerbeek's back into the game as well. Sundall, 8 seconds, can just dribble this one out. 61-41. 61-41. Spirit Lake avenges an earlier loss to Spencer, improving to 8-6 on the year. They're now 6-1 in Lakes Conference play. Spencer falls to 4-9, 2-4 in conference play. Let's take a timeout here, a 3-minute timeout. Post-game show on the way with Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake, and we will recap this one after this on KUOO and Explore Live Video.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
At Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better, driven to serve better.
show. It is sponsored by Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. Final in this one, Spirit Lake defeats Spencer by 20, 61-41. Very strong performance tonight for Spirit Lake, especially offensively in this one. Let's run down the numbers for you here. For the Tigers, or for the Indians, let's start with them tonight. A couple of players with 15-point performances, Tyler Voss and Dylan Stecker. Ethan Stecker with 13 in this one. 6 for Justin Ham, 2 for Tyler Tunglin tonight, 5 for Wes Walls, 3 for Will Graves, 2 for Caden Hassel. And we'll bring in some players here on our post-game show. Brought to you by Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. Justin Ham's going to join us first. Congratulations on a nice win tonight.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the defensive effort in this one. You held Spencer to 41, a team that got you earlier in the year. What was the game plan tonight, young man?
Yeah, we just noticed we had played better defense in all of our games recently. We know we just had to bring it tonight, defensively mainly, then get out and transition and score some easy buckets.
What was kind of the key tonight to this one? Was there any specific things you tried to work on in practice to prepare for this one? You had back-to-back nights this week.
Yeah, I mean, they have a guy averaging 20, so we knew we had to come out, stop him, try to make the other guys beat us. That's exactly what we did tonight.
What's the key, to playing good defense in a solid, area of the state in Northwest Iowa like this against all these good teams?
Our coaches always say you bring good ball pressure and then good help side. You're going to force turnovers, and then you're going to get out and score.
Talk about your teammate for a moment, Mr. Voss, on the boards, because when you got somebody that gobbles up the rebound like that, that helps the defensive effort, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Guy like him in practice, you are not getting a board in practice at all.
And talk about a nice win last night against Cherokee, too, because you guys, it must feel good to win 2 in a row like this, too.
Yeah, we were on a little streak. Then we lost one. Weren't really focused for that one, but now we just got to come back, start a new streak again.
All right, well, congratulations. Anybody want to say hi to at home or maybe listening right now?
Just want to say hi to my parents and all my family.
Congratulations on a nice win tonight, Justin.
Thank you.
Good to see you, bud.
Good to see you, too.
All right, we'll let you pass it on over here. All right, let's bring in Caden Hassel. And Caden, congrats on a nice win here tonight.
Thank you.
All right, so how did you kind of prepare for this one? What were the things you were keying in on going into this game?
We knew that the first game we played them, we didn't take care of the ball very well. We didn't play great defense, so that's our main keys coming into this one, to take care of the ball, play good defense, and we knew we'd come out with a win.
And they really put the pressure on you guys in the second half and tried to force a lot of turnovers, but you guys kept things together. What was kind of the key to that?
We knew they were going to do run and jump press, try to double once we passed it across half court. And we just were strong with the ball. Skip passes were wide open, and then that led to open driving lanes, and that got us buckets.
Caden, last year a lot of you guys didn't have a whole lot of experience playing basketball. Going into the season, you had to kind of find your way throughout the year, but it's starting to show that you're really comfortable with each other, aren't you?
Yeah, this is we've been playing since we were in middle school, but the younger guys, they're just now coming on the team, and they're really stepping up. We're learning how to play with them. They're learning how to play with us. And the chemistry is there. And it's getting there at the right time, coming down to postseason and getting wins we need and coming out with a lot of fun wins.
Absolutely. And it's got to feel good to have a nice 6-1 conference record, too, against a lot of those rivals.
Yeah. I mean, last year we didn't win a conference game, and we knew that was a big goal coming in this year. And we just got one more conference game and hopefully have the conference.
All right, well, best of luck. Anyway, you want to say hi to at home before I let you go?
All my grandparents.
All right, very good. Congratulations, Caden.
Thank you.
Caden Hassel joining us here in our post-game show. We'll bring in Coach Brown now. And again, it's sponsored by Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. Well, Coach, got to love the defensive effort tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, especially in that second and fourth quarter. They really put the clamps on them and did a great job on Owen Olson. He's a very good scorer, and he had some early against us, and we adjusted pretty quick. And, yeah, it was a full team effort. But, yeah, the intensity was there all night. It was a lot of fun.
And when you get 3 players into double figures, both Steckers and Tyler Voss, and I don't know how many rebounds Tyler gobbled up tonight, just a really, really good all-around team performance.
Yeah, when we play like that, we're tough to beat. We kind of said in the our pre-conference, our pre-game, that we need to make sure it's a full team effort. We can't just rely on Tyler Voss down low or Dylan. And, I thought we saw a more complete game out of everyone and had some guys off the bench come in and hit some big shots. Wes hit a couple, Will hit a huge 3. So it was just great to see the team ball game that we had tonight.
I talked a little bit about it there with Caden as well, but, man, it's got to feel good to have a 6-1 conference record.
Yeah, it feels really good. We got one more against the other team that only has one loss in Esterville on Friday. But, where we were at last year, and these guys continue to stick with it and, put a lot of trust in each other and put a lot of trust in these coaches. And, yeah, it's really showed down the stretch here, and we've won some close ball games and some hard-fought ones, too. So it's just a lot of fun. Yeah.
Is Esterville next on the schedule? You have a little break here?
We have Monday at Sioux City North.
Okay.
That is a makeup from earlier in December.
Okay.
And then Esterville Friday.
What do you know about North?
I do not know much. So we watched them a little bit early in the season, but that was supposed to be like mid-December, so I'm sure a lot of things have changed. And with Cherokee last night and Spencer today, haven't watched much, so hope to over the weekend.
Get a little bit of a break over the weekend here, and then gear up for ELC as well on Friday too.
Yeah, we know that's going to be a really tough one. It was a 2-point ball game at their place. They're doing some really, really good things offensively. A lot of kids are starting to step up too outside of Larson, and I mean, we don't need to say too much about Larson. We know all about him, but we need to make sure that we travel this defense again back there on Friday.
Coach, thanks so much for coming up. Nice win here tonight.
Yeah, first one at Spencer, so it feels good. And
I thought maybe it was.
First one coaching at Spencer, so yeah, that feels good. It's a really tough place to play, so just really excited that we got this dub tonight.
All right, congratulations. Good to see you, Paul.
Thank you. Good to see you, too.
Thanks so much. Paul Brown joining us here on the postgame show. It's brought to you by Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. 61-41, Spirit Lake gets the win here tonight. And let's talk a moment Spencer scoring-wise. Owen Olson with 15, 7 for DeWitt, 2 for Honkamp, 4 for Carlson, 3 for Timmer, 3 for Miller, 2 for Behrens, 3 for Bruning, 2 for Klein. Tigers committed 14 turnovers in the contest. Spirit Lake had 16 turnovers in the contest. Spirit Lake 54% shooting in the first half, 48% in the second half. They finished 51% on the game, 24 of 47. Spencer shot 32% in the game. They did get 36% in the second half, a little bit better, 9 of 25, but just 27% in the first half, 6 of 22. And that's just not going to get it done most nights as the Tigers fall to 4-9, 2-4 in conference play. Indians 8-6. And now 6-1 in conference play, and again at Sioux City North on Monday. No radio for that one on Monday, but I know we'll have radio with ELC and probably, I believe, live video as well next Friday here on KUOO. So you can always check out explorecabogie.com. There's the full sports schedule on there. Hawkeyes play Sunday. I believe they got Rutgers again on Sunday. Yes, and that's the early game. Noon pregame, tip-off at 1 Sunday. And that'll be on KUOO. And so before you watch a little postseason NFL football, the conference titles on Sunday afternoon, you can listen to a little Hawkeye basketball here on KUOO. Patrick, great job on the video. Appreciate you. Mikey, always a pleasure doing business with you as well back at Mission Control on 103.9 in Spirit Lake. I'm Jason Jacobs. The finals again in our contest. Spencer wins the girls' game 54-37. Spirit Lake wins the guys' end of things 61-41. Good night from the Fieldhouse in Spencer.